No, I agree. You turn on, it's the same 4 artists.
Oh,
maybe 5 throughout the whole day.
Did you tell anyone that?
I think they have a pretty good handle on. I think they know that.
I don't think they do.
Yes, they do. That's all of their top 40 stations. They're all programmed by one guy. It's all the same playlist, the entire country. It's the same thing over and over and over and over. They're all the same.
I think I can give you a rundown of what's going on at the mix station right now.
All right, let me give you
It's loads.
I'll tell you
mine. Breaking this.
I'll critique this.
No, I can't get in there.
No.
Yeah, they play everything. That's the whole thing. We play anything.
Yeah.
What station is that?
Like.
Do they really play anything? So if I call and I say,
I want to hear that
first of all, you can't call.
September
There's no one
song.
that actually works there. If I say, I want Doja Cat,
No, I
they'll
want-
say, well, we can play anything, but not that.
No, they don't play that.
Not that.
September.
By who?
I don't know.
Huh?
That's the best song. If you have to pick one song that puts you in the best mood ever, that's the song.
I never even heard. Who's it by?
September. Who's that?
Okay, here you go. Oh. That is a hit.
That's my all-time
Is that
Earth, Wind, and
best.
Fire.
Earth, Wind, and
Not
Fire, yeah.
Chicago.
All right, so
That puts you in the. This is the best
song going into a Friday that you could ever.
Drinking Festival.
All right, for those
yeah.
of you who are 200 years old
This is
or
a
older,
jam.
you and
Turn it
Doogie?
up.
It's like every wedding they
Shut
play
up.
this.
Tromboner.
Yes. Boning it.
Do you remember
See?
when it first started? September. Love was changing.
Rover's birthday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Wait, Rover, you don't even know this song?
It's your birthday.
Shout out your birthday.
I've heard this song.
Yeah, but it's on your birthday.
What does he say?
The 21st night of September.
Oh, nice.
Singing as we dance in the night. Remember.
Well, there you go. The Friday leftovers are starting in just a few minutes on RMG Plus. Yeah. Love the production values on this. This
Yeah.
is good stuff. I love watching these old ass videos. You go, jeez, this was sweet back then. They were like,
Yeah.
whoa, cool.
It's like tracers on everybody. If you were high, that'd be
This
great.
is what it's like to be on drugs, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Holding hands with your heart to see you.
All right, the Friday leftovers start on RMG Plus in just a few minutes. If you don't subscribe to RMG Plus, sign up now at roverradio.com so we can chat. The number is the same. We'll play a bunch of videos on the Friday leftovers.
Hit the post. Hurry up.
Well, the post is
Hurry.
already,
Hit
it's
it.
already
Hit the chorus.
it's already
Hurry.
gone. Well, I'm still trying to.
Stop talking.
I have things I need to say here.
you're
If you
ruining
are
it.
caller 30 right now, 866 Yo Rover, I will give you tickets to see AFI Saturday, November 5th at the Agora. Tickets and info are at agoracleveland.com. If you don't subscribe to RMG Plus, we'll be back on the main show Monday morning. Fat Andy, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Before we go, good morning, Fat Andy.
What's up, Rover? How you doing?
Hey, man, what's happening, bud?
So, I have been emailing your new program director back and forth and asking him why they're playing that Nirvana song over and over again and why are they not playing new music. And he said, I have it in email, that he said MMS does not play current rock and roll records. And I was like, what? It's Cleveland's rock station, right?
Hey.
Whatever.
It's Cleveland's rock station where we
I
have
thought you might like to know that. 14
hours of talk per day. But all right, Fat Andy, thank you. He's in an
You're
email war with our program director.
He was real heated. Well, it wasn't as heated, but when he was talking to me right there, he's heated.
Heated. We'll be back live Monday morning. We'll talk to you on the leftovers in just a moment. It's Rover's Morning Glory. Bye.
Rover's Morning Glory.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Gavin Newsom is now begging the DOJ to investigate Governor DeSantis for kidnapping after he sends migrants to Martha's Vineyard. I'll explain the politics of all this. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption. Emerging new channels, cookieless media. Marketers, are you missing out on one of the most engaged audiences in today's new open web? With Viant's programmatic software Adelphic, stay in tune with digital audio, stream the future on CTV, and level up with in-game, so you can see an average 3 times return on ad spend, maybe even on this very program next time. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m., and football season is here. And there's no better place to watch a game. Whether your team wins or loses, you're a winner at Monroe's with the beautiful ladies and a 5-star menu. And this weekend, from the 15th to the 17th, you got Michelle Lynn in the house, feature entertainer. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. It's football time, and Michelle Lynn in the house. Be a winner, baby, at Monroe's. Peace.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold. We're the highest-rated precious metals firm in the country. We teach people how to own physical gold and silver. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest #1 national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
It's another hurricane season, and right about now, residents are busy fortifying their nests against damage. This year, they're preparing with flood insurance. They've learned it's the extra layer of protection that prevents them from paying out of pocket or pouch for costly repairs. You too should trust your instincts this season. Get flood insurance and protect the life you've built. Visit floodsmart.gov.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
ABC Friday.
Okay, Sharks, we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Big things are coming. For the first time ever, Shark Tank goes live with new guest sharks, including Gwyneth Paltrow of Goop and DoorDash's Tony Hsu.
I love it!
New products.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
And new deals.
You're going to really take off.
Yeah!
The Shark Tank Live season premiere event.
tonight at 8 on WPBF 25.
It's on everyone's mind, crushing inflation from food to gas to housing. Costs are rising and there's no end in sight. But don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm Jeff Rossen, and every week I help you save money and beat inflation with high-tech apps, free technology, and insider tips. We're going to help you save money to beat inflation. Watch Rossen Reports every week right here on WPBF 25 News.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, "Best product I've ever used," and "Amazing, I love my Navage." That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
We have a crash on the southbound entrance ramp to 95 from eastbound Indiantown Road. The lane, at least one lane, is blocked on that entrance ramp. So have some patience if you're trying to get on there. It's southbound. You could use Donald Ross Road. Southbound 95 just north of Gateway Boulevard. And we have an accident. That's a little slow, though it's not blocking any lanes. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation? And more. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
What day of the week is it?
Today's Friday. This is my favorite day.
Today's the last day of our week.
Do I have to be at work?
Yes, you'll have to work hard.
And then guess what?
It's the
weekend.
Now the weekend is always great.
Great. This is the weekend. There's something to
get excited about.
I mean, it is the weekend.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
And it's showtime.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
It is a Friday, and we are jacked up because it is a beautiful day in Florida. And enjoying this weather already. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. We're down at Strike Cigar Lounge in downtown Boca. It is the weekend. Probably one of the biggest weekends in a long, long time for Miami Dolphin fans as they are taking on the first place Buffalo Bills. People are talking about it, jacked up about it. We got a lot for you guys today. 11:45, we got Alice in Chains or Rapids. As you can hear, we are on location. It is a great place to be. Psyched up for the weekend and psyched up for Greek's Gridiron. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
How are you, sir?
Oh, couldn't be any better. It's another day here with you on the air. and just waiting for Franny to get down there. We're going to have a great time today. Do a little Greek gridiron, and go Bills.
Oh, yeah, go Bills. It's so funny. You say that to anybody, everybody turns around. What? Yeah, I do have a lot of people. Last night I was out, shocker, and the other day they're like, hey, Jimmy's a Bill fan, huh? I go, yeah. I said, True Blue. I said, even when they weren't
I've
good.
only been on the show 10 years.
Yeah. Well, that's because now the Bills are good. You know what I mean? They're playing the Dolphins this weekend. It's the biggest week. You know what I mean? You don't find a lot of Bill fans down here. You do find some, but mostly Dolphin fans, and they're all jacked up for this weekend. I know tickets are crazy if you don't have them. They've tried to get them on the secondhand market. Very, very expensive. So, again, excited for the Bill-Dolphin game, 1 o'clock on Sunday. That might be a game in Greek gridiron. We are not sure. We'll see what happens. Football game last night. Browns ended up winning and covering and going over if you had that. So that was and that was on Amazon again. Got to watch that little bit of coverage this time. It seemed to be maybe I got some of the things out of the way, but the picture seemed to be a little bit clearer.
That's what I heard. Our boss, Jason, had mentioned that this morning, that apparently the audio quality was much improved over last week.
Oh, yeah, it was. It really was. And the picture was good, too. First week, you got to... Picture was good, too.
That's the paying attention part of the show.
Didn't you just say audio, or am I mistaken?
When you said... Yeah, it's all right. No problem.
That's what I thought you said, because the first week, you couldn't hear it a lot where I was at. And this week, everything was fine. It was just a lot of static for where I was at. And this week, it seemed to be fine. So it was Thursday Night Football. It was a good game. I think everybody figured out now how to get it, so that's not a drama anymore. We got a lot going on today. We have a Greek misspeak. Are we spinning the wheel?
Yeah, we have a spin the wheel week for the Greek misspeak. We'll do 4 of them for the show, 1 each hour. And if you have any requests, Jimmy at realradio921.com, Jimmy at realradio921.com. I'm assuming Franny will have the text line open. So 47142. Start off that text with Real Radio. You can put in a Greek misspeak request there, or any other way, any other thing that you want to interact with the show. And of course, you always have that talkback feature. If you've got the latest iHeart Radio app on your phone, look for Real Radio 921 on there, and you'll see a little microphone on that main screen. Press that microphone. You can leave us a voicemail message. It's real super and easy. It's a fun way to interact with the show.
Yep, we got so many ways for you guys to get involved. One of the things guys or girls who bet have a hard time betting on their team. If they like a team, they can't bet on it. Or they also feel if they bet on their team, it's going to lose. It's going to be a jinx.
Should never bet on your team, right? I mean, bet with your head, not your heart.
And people really believe in jinxes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, things that people do, they wear hats backwards. That's Dad's favorite chair. Certain socks. People do that all the time. Always sports fans. Sports fans are so much like that. There's a certain area they got to sit, shirt they're going to wear. When I wore this, they won. But they are. I mean, even last night I was out with a couple of guys, and they were telling me different things that they do. Certain times they have breakfast, what they have for breakfast on Sunday. Just craziness that it has zip to do with the game, but they believe it. And if you believe it, I guess that's half the battle, like anything else. If you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that has something to do with it, I can't do that, it's going to bring the Dolphins bad luck. But the thing with betting, my one buddy loves the Yankees. He's like, I can't bet on them. If I bet on them, that's bad. It's a bad jinx. I don't want them to lose. Judge almost hit a home run last night in the ninth inning.
Oh, yeah, I heard the audio on that, too. The crowd was like, yeah, they're screaming. Oh, the big letdown.
It was close.
The big sigh at the end.
Yep. He's got 3 more days being home with the Red Sox. It was in the ninth inning. I think he got 3 walks last night. Yankees ended up winning, I believe, 5-4 in the 10th. But, the ninth inning, oh, my God, I thought it was it. I said, there it is. But just fell short. But, again, after the game, he says the right thing all the time. Doesn't matter. We won. That's the big thing. But what do you think, Jimmy, odds are that he does it this weekend?
Oh, very high. Yeah, he's going to smack one out. Yeah. I mean, if he almost got it last night and they were pretty much walking him last night, he'll snag one, I'm sure.
Yeah, hopefully he does this weekend. And, again, if you're going to the game, it's going to be interesting because you're trying to figure out what game you go to. You know what I mean? If you can't go to all 3. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're thinking, man, you might look at the pitching matchup, who he's done to get better against on the Boston Red Sox. But it's gonna be
why
exciting.
not, right? I mean, it's just the way they do it in Vegas when you're betting on any other game.
That's right.
It's the same type of thing. Like, what quarterback, is better against this defense or that, or, when you're setting up fantasy, it's the same type of strategy. I get it.
Yeah, so I know people are going to be like trying. I got a couple of my friends trying to get tickets, and they just said it's just so crazy. And you know what's ironic about this? It's the only sporting event where something big's happening, if you think about it, and you're going to be sitting in not great seats. You know what I mean? You're sitting in the bleachers, where usually, you're courtside, 50-yard line, first base line, behind home plate.
What's worse in your... Now, you've been to enough baseball games. What's worse to you, the outfield like that or like the upper level, upper deck?
I would say I felt farther away when I was in the bleachers.
Yeah.
Than not having seen, I didn't sit a lot of times in the bleachers, but when I was upstairs, the thing with upstairs, you could see the whole field.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
And you can see the whole field from the bleacher, the outfield like that. But to me, the thing is, you're so far away from home plate.
Yep,
right, and and that's where the action is, right? The action starts
every
there.
pitch.
You can still see the whole field, but you're the furthest away from the pitch, the batter, and that part of things. And that's why I think I would rather be in an upper level than in the outfield like that. Just like you're saying, yep.
Yeah, definitely. And the only thing is, I would never like to sit. Well, nobody likes to sit upper deck, but I mean, if you're real close to the edge, that would get me a little bit sometimes. Like if I was sitting right at the edge, of an upper deck.
Oh, as far as falling?
It's just like when the ball gets hit, like to pick it up right away and stuff like that. It's just a little tough. That's all. That's the way I found it to be. But I think in the bleachers, you feel so far away from the action.
Yeah.
Is what you just said.
Yeah,
and that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But again, these are tickets that usually are not a lot of money. They're at least inexpensive at a baseball game.
Typically.
Center field,
Sure.
Yeah, right field, the bleachers, left field. They call them the bleacher bums. And right field is where all the guys and women, girls, whatever, sit there and they wear the judge outfits, and they all rise and all that stuff. Yep. And those are usually the least inexpensive seats. The seats behind first base and third are Legends Lounge. They're so much money, those seats.
Oh, yeah. I think I was pricing them one time because this summer, I went up to see my brother, and I was thinking maybe we'll take in a Yankees game, right? So I was pricing out some tickets, and the ones behind home plate, those luxury box ones that are right behind home plate, were going for over $700, and we're talking like a Tuesday game against, the Blue Jays or somebody. I mean, it was like a nothing game, and it was $700.
Yeah, I'm surprised they weren't over 1,000. I was with somebody last night who had season tickets for those, and the face value on them were $1,000 right by third base.
Right.
And
third
the
base.
Yankees,
Okay.
Yeah, it was $1,000 a seat every game. and he told me he had to buy 4. He had to buy 4, and I was like, wow, you had to buy 4. So you're talking, 81 games, you had to buy 4 seats. Do that math, $320,000.
Yeah.
He said, it gave him a lot to clients and friends and stuff like that, but the requirement was 4. When you get it. It's like when you buy football tickets, season tickets for the Dolphins or anything, you got to buy the preseason too.
Oh,
that's mandatory.
And you have to buy a pair of them, I would imagine. You can't buy a single.
You get the same seats you have for regular season if you're a season ticket holder, but you've got to buy preseason too. I remember the first time I bought them years ago. I'm like, well, I don't want preseason. And the guy's like, you get them. That's how I get you. Nobody would go to preseason.
Well, it's part of the package, I would imagine.
Sure.
Right, yeah.
Yep. Speaking of package, we got a big package for you guys today. We got a Greek misspeak. We're going to come back. We're at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Franny will be with us soon. We're going to come back with a misspeak and a lot more. It is a Friday. It is the weekend. Get jacked up, baby. Because if the Dolphins lose, the whole mood down here is going to be different Monday. Well, actually, 4 o'clock on Sunday. That's what will be different. Jimmy Greek will be back in a few minutes. It's Real Radio 92.1. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Jennifer Lopez once cut dancers from auditions on their tour solely because the astrological signs. What are you guys? What's your sign?
I am a Virgo.
You are? So you wouldn't even be a J-Lo dancer?
Gemini.
Gemini? That is
That is the number one reason.
That makes a lot of sense.
Number one reason I wouldn't be a J-Lo dancer is because I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Otherwise, just drilling it.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tonight and tomorrow night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row. Bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
Hey, it's a Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
Interest rates are zooming. House prices won't budge. And the home insurance industry is in crisis mode. Since 2012, the Florida Talk Real Estate Show has helped thousands of listeners just like you get their real estate questions answered fast. Got real estate questions? Call 888-973-7828. That's 888-973-7828. FloridaTalkRealEstate.com.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill tomorrow for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's and Palm Beach, open 7 days a week till 5 a.m., and football season is here. And there's no better place to watch a game. Whether your team wins or loses, you're a winner at Monroe's with the beautiful ladies and a 5-star menu. And this weekend, from the 15th to the 17th, you got Michelle Lynn in the house, feature entertainer. It's Monroe's and Palm Beach. It's football time, and Michelle Lynn in the house. Be a winner, baby, at Monroe's. Peace.
Has the stock market slump, sell-offs, and instability this year got you concerned? Would you like a way that could protect your retirement when the markets are down? Gold Alliance would like to give you 2 free reports, the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan. Both give actionable insights you can use now that could protect your savings in uncertain times. Facts are gold increased in value 2,300% during the high inflation of the 70s. And during the financial crisis of 2008, gold prices doubled yet again. Precious metals help you diversify your risk and could protect you from stock market losses. Gold, a hard asset, has held value and been in demand for over 2,000 years. Discover which precious metals you should own in uncertain times. Call Gold Alliance. Get the Inflation Survival Plan and the Stock Market Correction Plan absolutely free. Don't wait. Call 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844. 800-200-6844.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88. And I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Federal Reserve recent announcements is putting the country on course for a deep recession. That means wild swings in the markets and high inflation will continue to put your retirement savings at risk. Protect the money you worked so hard to save for retirement by investing in gold. Let Bishop Gold Group show you how tangible gold investments can help secure your future. Dial pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Bishop Gold or visit bishopgoldgroup.com.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
September is anti-aging month at Begin a New Med Spa, and they have a ton of specials for you to take advantage of to getting back to the way you felt in your prime. Hey, this is Franny, and at 40, I am looking and feeling better than I did in my 20s due to a healthy lifestyle, consistent exercise, and with the help of Begin a New Med Spa. I'm on their optimal wellness program and a peptide regimen. My body is looking more cut, my gut health has improved, my sex drive has increased, and I am sleeping so soundly. Now you can get on their optimal wellness program for $99 with qualified insurance and $99 credit towards your personalized treatment plan. My sister went and had a consult at Begin a New Med Spa after she saw how they have transformed me. She spoke to the professional medical staff and is now on their optimal wellness program, and I cannot wait to see the benefits she gets from it. And this month, they have a special on laser hair removal, Brazilian or Manzilian for you guys for $299. I'm just scratching the surface of all the many services that Begin a New Med offers. Follow them on Instagram at Begin a New Med to see all of their specials and online at beginanewmed.com.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want, along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Play.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Friday. Good afternoon, everybody. Beautiful Friday today. Weather is great. We're at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Stop in here. Always a great place to watch the games, hang out, have a cigar with a friend. Even if you don't smoke, come on in. Great patio, which we're on inside, humidor, drink specials, always something going on at Strike Cigar Lounge. And this is a great place to watch the Dolphins and Bills on Sunday. Jimmy's in the house. Good morning.
Hello and good morning.
And I think we're ready for our Greek first spin the wheel.
All right, here we go. We're going to get this ready and spin. Oh, misspeak number 115. Here we go.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
But I said, I really didn't know you were asking me that. I thought you were just talking, generality.
I want to show you the best way to learn English.
Did not work out for her.
No, it was she got the bad end of the short stick.
Well said.
Franny back in his studio, first time since March. Gizo Mazza.
He speaks so well.
I love your cappuccinos, Cappuccino.
Is there an echo in here? Here.
Full steam ahead. Gato patota. Tomorrow might be a little bit colder, so if you're nippy, don't be nippy.
Feel these nipples.
Yeah, it depends. It depends how you suck it. Franny, good after my mom.
And the hits just keep on coming.
I hope you guys are having a good day. Enjoyed the weekend, holiday, family, and friends, whatever you did. Hope your stuffing was stuffing.
Nope. But I appreciate the gesture.
Chestnuts on a chicken fire. Great job, Jimmy. Awesome. Right out of the box.
I usually have my chestnuts on a chicken fire.
Chicken fire, roasted fire, your sister's fire. Speaking of fire, everywhere she goes, it gets a little bit hotter because she's so nice and adds so much to every room she steps into. Good morning, Francis.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Jimmy.
Morning,
again.
Freddie.
Hi, what's going on?
Oh, you are.
You are.
Good to see you again.
Happy. Yeah. So I had a very interesting ride on the way down. I got to show you video. So around like Lantana area, caught a little bit of traffic, and I was like, what? And then I looked up, and there is just black smoke everywhere. somebody had a bad morning.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the whole front half of the car was on fire.
Oh, that's terrible.
It was bad, yeah. So luckily, fire rescue was on the scene.
Ooh.
Hopefully, everybody was okay. But that was crazy. And then I saw why some people get hit by trains.
Why?
Because there was this one, as I'm crossing over Dixie over here to get to this area, this one lady pulls up behind a car, and we're at a red light, and she is just sitting on the tracks, and there's nowhere for her to go.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, okay, now I understand. Because every time I hear it, I'm like, what idiot? And then I was like, oh, found one. Like, it's just, and the whole time I'm like, please, no train, please, no train, please, no train, please.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, but it was just one of those things that I was just like, common sense.
Yeah, most people don't have it.
Nope, and I've never witnessed it, and that's the first time I actually saw somebody sitting on the railroad tracks.
Oh, man.
Just waiting for a light.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. That would have been a terrible morning. That would not have been good. It is the Penthouse. We are live at Strike Cigar Lounge. We're going to come back with a trifecta. We're going to come back with This Day in History. Franny's going to tell you about a food that might be hurting your sex life. See, you might be thinking that you're not doing something right.
And I'm so sad because I love all of them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but you have a great sex life. That doesn't matter.
Oh, how would you know?
Yeah, how would you know?
I'm assuming.
Are you in my bedroom?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Is that what that camera's for?
I'm assuming.
It's because we get a new med spa. That's why. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
yeah, of course
that's
it is.
Yeah, there you go. Nice save, Franny.
Kicking it up. Yeah.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Because your pets are pretty lonely when you're gone. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
Batman is one of the most recognizable superheroes in the world, with media spanning comic books, television shows, movies, and beyond. But a half a century ago, he almost became a thing of the past. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Strike Cigar Lounge.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Please a card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Imagine for a moment that this ad was bought autonomously. Welcome to the new open web, where Viant is combining AI and human insight to create autonomous media buying that accelerates your return on ad spend. And using Viant's DSP Adelphic, you can now measure your media offline and online to see the full impact of your media spend, so you can spend more time on podcasts. Viant, built for the new open web. Built for now. Visit ViantNow.com to learn more.
Hey, it's the Greek for Joseph's Classic Market, one of my favorite spots, where great meals begin. If you love to eat well, Joseph's Classic Market has it all. Fresh produce, meats, seafood, deli, pizza, bakery, and prepared foods. And Joseph's offers catering for all special events. Boca Raton, Delray, and Palm Beach Gardens. Joseph's Classic Market is also hiring for all positions. Joseph's Classic Market, where great meals begin, proud sponsor of Greek's Gridiron. I don't start a day without going to Joseph's Classic Market. Peace.
Attention all business owners who rent or lease space, including storage space. Stop wasting your money paying someone else for your space. You can now save a ton of money and own your own building with the incredible sale prices from General Steel. That's right, start saving money every month on renting space from others. Just call 877-31-STEEL to see how General Steel can help you save money. Our 50-year structural warranty buildings are custom designed for your needs and save you a ton of money. Call 877-31-STEEL.
Take it from a successful entrepreneur. If you need to expand or start a new business, you need General Steel.
Great team and the competitive pricing is the reason I went with General Steel.
Call 877-31-STEEL now, and you can get any of our popular quick construction structures, including a 40 by 60 foot building or a 50 by 100 clear span building fast and easy. Call 877-31-STEEL. That's 877-317-8335. 877-31-STEEL.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get Internet Security and Voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and AutoPay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second Internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from Internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Bridge Legal is responsible for the content of this ad. Attention. This is an important message for anyone that spent time at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. If you or a family member lived, worked, or served at Camp Lejeune at any time between 1953 and 1987, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call 800-428-0662 now to see if you qualify. Studies have found the water at Camp Lejeune was contaminated with toxic chemicals, causing serious health conditions such as bladder, breast, or kidney cancer, Parkinson's, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Congress has approved and President Biden has signed a new law allowing anyone that spent time at the base to seek the justice they deserve. Billions have been set aside by the government to compensate victims. If you or a family member lived, worked, or served at Camp Lejeune at any time through 1987 and developed a serious health condition, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation, even if you were denied a disability claim in the past. Call 800-428-0662 now to see if you qualify. Hurry, time is limited. Call 800-428-0662. 800-428-0662.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Dealing with a car fire on 95 southbound. This is just north of Lantana Road. Use some caution in this area, and you can expect lanes blocked as well. Left lane blocked in Boca. This is southbound 95. A crash just north of Woolbright Road. And still dealing with a slowdown on the southbound entrance ramp 95 from eastbound Indiantown Road. Broken down car blocking a lane there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation? And more. I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tomorrow, iHeartRadio is proud to partner with the 2022 Global Citizen Festival, celebrating the worldwide movement of people taking action now to save our planet and end poverty. With live performances from Metallica, Charlie Puth, Jonas Brothers, Måneskin, Mariah Carey, Mickey Guyton. With the free iHeartRadio app.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Great morning to everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying South Florida weather. Realize how lucky you are because this weather is perfect, and we are lucky to live in South Florida. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
Good morning, Francis.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
And we're going to do a trifecta and then this day in history.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, the Browns won last night. Yes, the Browns won, and they beat the Steelers 29-17. They did cover, and the game did go over. Again, it was a pretty good game. A lot of people going there were like, blah, but you know what? Everybody was watching it because it is the NFL. It is the NFL.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I got after G. There was a mosquito right on him. I was trying to save your life. My bad. Did not mean to distract you. That's what happens. Yep. If you're watching. He was right on you.
If I ever did that to you, oh my God.
You have, and that was just, I was trying to help you.
Yankees won last night. 5-4 in 10 innings. Wow, that was some slap.
Sorry.
That was great. Yankees won last night, 5-4 in 10 innings. Beat the Red Sox. Our boy did not get number 61. Hopefully he will get it this weekend. He's got 3 more chances against the Red Sox. And a lot of Yankee fans like myself and Jimmy would love to see him do it against the Red Sox. But he walked 3 times last night, so that was bad. Nick Saban on an interview said, you know what? If he doesn't coach, he doesn't know what he would do. He's 71 years old. He just got an 8-year contract. And he said he's scared to death. Scared to death. These are his words, to retire. Doesn't know what he would do. Doesn't have like any, thoughts about traveling or fishing. He said, all I do is coach. And if I don't coach, I don't know what I would do. It was actually a little sad watching it. But that's what he says. And this is what he loves doing and continues on. Hopefully he will.
I feel like a lot of people are like that, though, in their careers. If they're not doing what they're doing, they have no clue what they would do after that, especially if it's what they've known for their whole life and what they love.
Yeah, it's like 40, 50 years for him that he's been coaching. But yeah, it was a very good interview. It was another side of Saban. He was very humble, a little bit, take a couple, I don't know, peel the onion back, but very just like a regular person. And then when he used the word afraid, he's like, I'm afraid. I don't know what I would do if I didn't coach. But you would think guys got, tons and tons of money, family, friends, just hang out, fish, maybe play golf. But that's not something he wants to do or travel. He's like, I just don't know what I would do. So he doesn't have much. He doesn't have to worry about it now. He's got another 8-year contract. Now it's time for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, today's time machine is going to go back to 380 years ago today. In 1642, Harvard held its first commencement ceremony. 243 years ago today, in 1779, American naval commander John Paul Jones defeated a British ship during the Revolutionary War. During the battle, Jones said his famous quote, I have not yet begun to fight. He later learned how to play bass guitar and joined a band called Led Zeppelin.
Oh, wow.
176 years ago today, in 1846, Neptune was discovered. A German astronomer was able to find it by studying the gravity-induced disturbances of Uranus. Read into that as you will. 154 years ago today, in 1868, a small group of Puerto Rican radicals led by a woman named Fran Cass Umpire committed to independence had attempted an uprising. The revolt was crushed by the Spanish.
Wow, that name sounds familiar.
It does. It's pretty close, huh? After the defeat, she became a radio talk show host. Huh?
Interesting.
Had radios
Fran
in 1860.
Cass Umpire.
Yeah,
I wonder if we're related.
147 years ago today, in 1875, Billy the Kid was arrested for the first time after stealing a basket of laundry. He later broke out of jail and roamed the American West, eventually earning a reputation as an outlaw, murderer, and had a rap sheet that included 21 murders. 143 years ago today, in 1879, Richard Rhodes of River Park, Illinois, patented the first hearing aid. What? The device looked like a fan, and it was held against the teeth. 114 years ago today, in 1908, Fred Bonehead Merkle was the runner on first, and he infamously failed to touch second base after his teammate scored the game-winning run. His slip-up cost the Giants the pennant against the Cubs, and they called the play the Merkle's Boner. His wife objected to that. 84 years ago today, 1938, a time capsule to be opened in the year 6939 was buried on the grounds of the World's Fair in New York City. 60 years
That's a
ago.
very random number, by the way. 6939.
Yeah, how
I
about
wonder
that?
why.
Huh?
Yeah.
Not quite sure. I wonder if it's, I don't know. That's pretty interesting. 60 years ago today, 1962, ABC broadcast their first color TV show. You know what that show was?
I Love Lucy?
How about you, Greek? Got an idea? This is 1962. ABC broadcast their first their show in color.
American Bandstand.
Nope. Actually, here you go. It was the Jetsons, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
53 years ago today, 1969, the American film Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid had its world premiere, and it became a Western classic, especially noted for the pairing of Paul Newman and Robert Redford as outlaws. 30 years ago today, in 1992, Manon Rhéaume became the first woman to play in a major professional team sport as goalie for the Tampa Bay Lightning. She gave up 2 goals in 20 minutes and they lost to St. Louis 6-4. 28 years ago today, in 1994, The Shawshank Redemption was released. 25 years ago today, 1997, the Senate Finance Committee opened hearings into reports of alleged abuse by the Internal Revenue Service. I see that hasn't changed. 19 years ago today, in 2003, NCIS premiered. It is now in its 19th season, which began earlier this week. Another TV show that started this day in 2009, however, 13 years ago today, was Modern Family premiered. That was 11 seasons of that show. And finally, 11 years ago today, in 2011, the final episode of All My Children aired on ABC. Greek is still crying over it. The soap opera was on the air for 41 years and earned Susan Lucci how many Emmys, Greek?
Did she finally get one?
I think she got one.
That's right. That was it, because all those years she kept getting snubbed for it, and that was like the big thing in the soap opera
Was it at the
world.
end, right? At the end of her career that she got it.
Near the
I know
end,
she got
yep.
nominated tons of
I
times.
know.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, she was hot.
She still looks great.
I saw her at Sex.
Did you?
Yeah, in Palm Beach. Very nice.
21 Emmy nominations she had, and she finally got that one. That was the thing. Yeah. And that's
Eventually,
what
I'd be like, stop nominating me. Because that's gotta hurt, right?
And that's what
Screw it,
happened
I don't wanna
on this day in our history.
Thank you very much, Jimmy. We appreciate it. Now, everybody would like to, or I would think inspired to, possibly have a good sex life. And everybody's thoughts of a sex life are different.
Yes.
Franny's going to tell you some foods that you should not be eating because it could affect your sex life.
We've talked about, we've talked about foods that they say improves, but these are ones that say that are messing it up, and I am actually quite sad about this.
Okay.
At least a majority of them. So we have here 5 worst foods destroying your sex life. Now,
Onions?
they say...
Garlic.
And I love onions and garlic, so man. But they say sexual dysfunction is often a complex problem, can come with age and a lot of things. It can be physical, psychological, but they're saying your diet plays a big role as well, too. And not only just in that, but chronic diseases. But with this one book, they were talking, it was the Committee Center for Precision Medicine and Health, the author of this book called Keep It Up.
Perfect title.
Exactly.
It's pretty,
a t-shirt
pretty
like that.
apropos right there, Greek.
Yes. But yeah, they say enhancing sugar control, reducing elevated blood pressure, managing your cholesterol, all this kind of stuff is ways to help your sexual health. So number 1 on here, and I think this is number 1 on everything when they say bad foods for just life, is processed foods. Processed foods and sugars. The claim are that they are one of the main culprits. High sugar consumption obviously increases your chance of diabetes, which leads to ED and suppressed testosterone, which a lot of people may not know. So you want to knock that off. So I don't eat much of that. This hurts my heart. Buffalo wings.
Oh,
What?
no. Come on.
Yeah.
How
I
are
don't
wings
have buffalo
hurting
wings.
things?
I know. I just had a wing off at the house. You know how many chicken wings I ate? So
Did you have any sex?
It was a wing cook-up. I don't think I did after the fact.
Oh, well, maybe there's a truth to this then.
There you go, right? So buffalo wings and other deep-fried foods, but they say buffalo wings, like cheese-stuffed jalapeno poppers, all these are so delicious, but high in saturated fats and trans fatty acids, and they say that same thing. They've been linked to high blood pressure, as well as diabetes. We know coronary artery disease.
Ooh.
And a lot of this, they say those disease, same thing. They can cause ED. Jimmy, you're going to hate this one.
What?
Beer and cocktails.
Oh,
Beer and cocktails.
stop.
I know.
This is just bull.
I don't know about you, but after a few cocktails, don't you get horny?
Oh, it gets better. Doesn't it get better after that?
So it's even though it increases the desire, that trigger for desire, they say overindulging decreases sexual arousal.
well,
So I
yeah,
think there's that sweet spot, right?
Yeah, just to wet the whistle.
Yeah, just a few drinks triggers it, and then when you have too many, it's like, oh, I can't anymore.
I don't get wasted.
There's more to it, but I will leave that out.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can read it yourself, Jimmy. There is one that says microwavable popcorn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. I just learned how to do that, too.
So you just think about date night on the couch, watching a movie, maybe a little Netflix and chilling, eating some popcorn.
And that's hampering it.
Yeah. They say the oily coating on the inside of those microwavable popcorn bags is made out of, they say there's PFCs in it, which are hormone-disrupting chemicals. And that can actually lower your testosterone. So I had no idea. So look out for those PFCs. That's perfluorinated compounds is what it's called. And then one of my favorite things, we got some fatty red meats on there. And we're talking more like, like the ribeye kind of stuff. But these eating too much saturated fat from red meats and dairy, they say, can cause you to produce more low-density lipoproteins, so LDL cholesterol, which can also risk for heart disease, increase the risk, and once again, that's one of the most common causes of ED on there.
What about pink meat? Because I usually get my steak, a little pink on the middle.
Got it.
Medium well.
You don't like it red.
Medium rare. Yeah.
You don't like that deep red, rare color.
Yeah. No.
You know what? It doesn't say pink, so I guess you're fine, Jimmy.
Oh, good. All right.
I know.
Well, I'll leave that on the diet then.
So finally on here, and even though it's interesting, it says 5. There is one more on here. They say the deli meat, and I've heard this before too, but I love deli meat. They say they're particularly damaging to good sex because of the sodium that preserves the meats in it. Yeah. So most of these really just kind of go down to the high blood pressure, which contributes to erectile dysfunction.
You would think that soups would be on there then too, because soups have, or canned soups, or canned
high
food.
sodium.
Yeah, any canned food itself, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, even like a lot of those plant-based meats, like I know that Beyond Meat, and they're actually probably the biggest in the market. I believe they even just launched a new product at Taco Bell. They're doing like a Beyond Meat carne asada. But that's one of those things. A lot of people go and switch to that instead of eating red meat, but they don't realize how much sodium that stuff has in it.
Does it really? Oh, I didn't know
that. Yeah.
Oh.
Got to pay attention, people. And this could affect your mind. And everybody's different. Some people.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Look at who's it? George Burns, who smoked cigars every day of his life and had cocktails, and that dude lived till like 100 years old.
Yeah, it was a great thing. He was on Johnny Carson, and Johnny Carson, it was like 98, and Johnny Carson said, "How many cigars do you smoke a day?" And he said 15.
Jesus.
And then he said, "Great line, Jimmy. I don't know if you noticed." He said, "This has just been going around social media for some reason." And he goes, "What does your doctor say?" He goes, "My doctor's dead."
Yeah.
He outlived his doctor.
He didn't smoke cigars. I'm alive. He's dead. You do the math.
He said 10 to 15, sometimes 20 a day.
Yeah,
wow.
A lot of it truly is genetics.
Yes.
Yeah, it really, because I love salt.
Yeah.
My sodium intake is probably very high. I put salt on everything, and I cook super salty. Especially like if I have guests coming over, I try to maintain it. But my cholesterol levels and my sodium levels and everything, and everything's typically pretty on point when I get blood work, and I'm just like, how? I'm shocked one of my liver enzymes come back normal.
Well, don't you think being in good shape helps too, or not really?
I mean, it can, but you see people in the best shape physically, and internally they're not so great.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that can be.
Yeah.
Again, everybody's different. That's the bottom line. Jimmy, I know you had a story about something I did have a question about hot coffee and iced coffee, which is better for you.
Yeah, similar to that, more food and health studies, and, we're talking about, is hot coffee better for you than cold coffee? And it's kind of I'd never realized it was something that could make a difference, right? So they say hot coffee has been found to have higher levels of antioxidants than cold brew. And antioxidants are responsible for several of the health benefits you get from coffee, like a lower risk of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and premature death. Also, just smelling hot coffee in the morning can wake you up and make you feel a little less stress. I guess that depends on other aspects of your life too, right, Greek?
Oh, yeah.
In one study, just one whiff of hot coffee in the morning was enough to reduce the effects of sleep deprivation, like stress and tiredness. And another study found hot coffee can put you in a more pleasant and generous mood. I don't think that is a big surprise to anybody. You know, the old Morning Joe wakes a lot of people up. You know, puts a little pep in your step, right? You know, a lot of people put it out there that they have to have their morning coffee.
The Folgers commercials, right?
Yeah,
like
sure.
that's what remember. The best time of waking up is Folgers, or best part, yeah. And that was a commercial. People would be like, they'd be smelling, and there was mom or dad brewing the coffee in the kitchen.
You always hear people at work. I didn't have my coffee yet. You know, give me a minute. I didn't have my coffee yet.
But I do love the smell of coffee. I really do. In the morning, like if my husband's already started brewing it, I think it does. It perks you up even before having a cup.
Sure. Now, the whole idea behind this is what's better for you, hot or cold. Now, if you're more of a cold brew or iced coffee fan, listen up. Although coffee in general is a good source of antioxidants, iced coffee may be especially helpful in protecting you against heart attacks. Cold brews generally have less caffeine, which is good. You know, good news. Obviously, that's a big problem for you. And iced coffee is less acidic, which is easier on your digestive system and better for your teeth. So I don't know, which is it? Which side do you want to take on that? I guess they both seem to have benefits, and it doesn't really, other than the caffeine, that's the real big downfall, right? With coffee, which, you know, what surprises me is why there's less caffeine in cold coffee versus hot. I don't understand it. You would think that the coffee has a certain amount of caffeine in it. I didn't realize that would be something, because I'm not a cold brew dude. I've never had iced coffee. Not really my thing.
Yeah, I know a couple of my friends, they love it all day. Iced coffee.
Yeah.
I do both. It depends. If our studio's hot, I'll do iced coffee. But if I know we have a freezing studio, then I do hot coffee.
That makes sense.
But that's the weird thing. I'm brewing the same coffee, though. You know, so that's what the whole caffeine thing.
Yeah, I don't understand how there would be less caffeine in cold brew. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in the brewing process and it loses it. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's kind of strange, but it doesn't really come to a conclusion as to which is better for you, but just gives you the ideas of what is the difference between the two. And I'll tell you what, I'll stick to hot coffee.
Yeah, so I actually got a couple texts in. And by the way, I've got a few personal texts that remind me of this one. For some reason, I'm getting blamed for the weather that's coming our way. So I've already had two girlfriends. I know. I've already had two girlfriends. Jimmy said something. And then just now, 47142. Start off with Real Radio. Franny, you go to Puerto Rico and there's a hurricane. You come back home and it looks like we're going to get a hurricane.
Reporting now on the west coast of Florida.
Franny, what did you do to Mother Nature to piss her off? Because obviously this is your fault. Ha ha. And then I love this. 47142, Real Radio. Greg from Melbourne. Great show as always. Franny, glad you're back safe. Thank you, Greg. Come on, everybody. Everybody knows the number one food that ruins your sex life is wedding cake. Have a great day.
Got that
right.
Great weekend. That joke's been around for a little while.
Yep.
Now, what they're saying, we might get a storm in about a week from now, though, right? Possibly? They don't know yet.
Yeah, it's developing down there now, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a week away. They don't even know what's going to happen.
Yeah, like Tuesday. I mean, we're going to get some rain this weekend, but yeah, they're thinking like Wednesday, if anything.
All right, maybe it'll blow the wrong way.
Yeah, it'll probably move up into the Gulf Coast. That's because it's got to go over land. It's got to go over Cuba, from what I saw. The direction it was going to go in, and that'll change direction probably when it hits land. But as of this morning, I know our friends at CBS 12 were saying that it was kind of hit like the Fort Myers-ish area. That ballpark area is where it's sort of going.
All right, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, like I said, it goes a different way, and we continue on with this great weather we have.
Yeah, you know what? Just all of us all at once. Just everybody just start blowing south.
Wow.
Especially if you're
the self-edit there. The self-edit. Just start. What?
We're doing Greek gridiron
I think
today.
blowing was what?
Yeah, we had you there.
South. Pushing it downwards.
Yes.
It is Greek Gridiron 2022. We are at Strike Cigar Lounge. We've got to thank all our sponsors throughout the show, because without them, guess what? We don't do this. So we have to always thank Monroe's of Palm Beach, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin, 818 Tequila, Tito's. Again, love the Tito's. We've got beautiful Tito's football here. Palm Beach Autographs, Visa Network, who is providing their trip our grand prize, which is 2 days, 2 nights at the Circa Casino Hotel in Las Vegas, and also grand prize of a 70-inch flat screen TV. So those are all our sponsors. Want to thank you guys. You know, without you guys, we could not do it. Always appreciate it. And love being at Strike Cigar Lounge downtown in Boca and outside on the patio, which is beautiful. Franny, we have some Florida stories coming up. Anything you want to light a cigar with?
Yeah, we have a woman in 1017 land who stole a bunch of money from a holy place, and a ex who is a bit bitter. I'll fill you in on all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. And you can wake up with me right next to you. Romantic.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss the energy savings event at Lowe's. Save energy and save money on select major appliances, including Whirlpool. Selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. Visit Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 9/28.
It's Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar at Gulfstream Park at the Winner's Circle. If you want to feel like a winner, there's only one place to go when you're at Gulfstream Park. Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. Stop by, have a Bloody Mary, or taste some great seafood and just enjoy South Florida. The track and Tito's Handmade Vodka, you can't beat it. If you want to be a winner, even if your horse doesn't come in first, you'll feel like a winner when you stop at Tito's Handmade Vodka Raw Bar. You're right in the Winner's Circle, baby, every time with Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Want to say I don't know less? Listen to Stuff You Should Know more. Join hosts Josh and Chuck on the podcast packed with fascinating discussions about science, history, pop culture, and more. Episodes dive into topics like, was the lost city of Atlantis real? And how does pizza work? Say goodbye to I don't know, because after listening to Stuff You Should Know, you will. Listen to Stuff You Should Know on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. The Settlement Specialist, LLC, is responsible for the content of this ad. Attention. This is an important message for anyone that spent time at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. If you or a family member lived, worked, or served at Camp Lejeune at any time between August 1st, 1953 and December 31st, 1987 and developed a serious health condition, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call 800-517-1246 now to see if you qualify. That's right. Studies have found the water at Camp Lejeune was contaminated with toxic chemicals for decades, causing serious health conditions such as bladder, breast, or kidney cancer, Parkinson's, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Congress has approved and President Biden has signed a new law allowing anyone that spent time at the base affected by injury to seek the justice they deserve. Billions of dollars have been set aside by the government to compensate victims. If you or a family member lived, worked, or served at Camp Lejeune during this time and developed a serious health condition, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation even if you were denied a disability claim in the past. Call 800-517-1246 now to see if you qualify. Hurry, time is limited. Call 800-517-1246. That's 800-517-1246. 800-517-1246.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
ABC Friday.
Okay, Sharks, we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Big things are coming. For the first time ever, Shark Tank goes live with new guest sharks, including Gwyneth Paltrow of Goop and DoorDash's Tony Hsu.
I love it!
New products.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
And new deals.
You're going to really take off.
Yeah!
The Shark Tank Live season premiere event.
Tonight at 8 on WPBF 25. It's on everyone's minds, crushing inflation from food to gas to housing. Costs are rising and there's no end in sight. But don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm Jeff Rossum, and every week I help you save money and beat inflation with high-tech apps, free technology, and insider tips. We're gonna help you save money to beat inflation. Watch Rossum Reports every week right here on WPBF 25 News.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
We have a couple of accidents that have cleared in Palm Beach County. One on the southbound side of 95 before Lantana Road. The other southbound before Atlantic Avenue. Both of those are now off the roadway, not causing any big tie-ups. Elsewhere, we're not seeing any major issues. Turnpike is running smoothly. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation and more? I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
At 747-3733. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Great weekend, baby. Get ready for it. Franny's going to tell you later in the show some things that you may want to dip your toe into, or your ass, and have a good time this weekend and enjoy yourself. We are at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Franny's here.
Hey, hey.
And it is time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
Well, we are going to start with a woman. This is in Vero Beach, Florida. And Vero Beach Police Department arrested Deborah True. By the way, True is not a very fitting name for her because she is very dishonest. It looks like they were following a 9-month fraud investigation into some missing funds from the Holy Cross Catholic Church in Vero Beach. So the investigation started when they were contacted by the, am I saying this right? The Catholic Diocese? How do I say that, G-Man?
Diocese.
Do you know? Diocese?
Yeah.
Thank you. Of Palm Beach. And this was back in December of 2021. And it was regarding some misappropriation of funds that occurred over a 5-year period. Well, investigators found out that True, along with the former pastor there, Richard Murphy, opened a bank account in the name of Holy Cross Catholic Church back in 2012. And they did this without the knowledge of the church. So they found out that nearly $1.5 million of donations were deposited into that account that they created. During the investigation, they discovered that True used more than $500,000 of those stolen funds to pay off personal lines of credit. She withdrew an additional $147,000 from an account that was deposited into her personal checking account. They also say Father Murphy benefited from this fraudulent account as well, too, but he passed in 2020, so he does not have to face any legal ramifications. It looks like during the investigation, she finally knew that they were in for it and she was in for it. So she turned herself into the Indian River County Jail on 1 count of organized fraud. Now we have a woman who pulled... Well, she didn't start slashing tires or see, what is that Carrie Underwood song? Where she goes crazy on her ex's car.
Breaking windows.
Yeah. I think she slashes seats.
Till he cheats or since he cheats.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Maybe next time you'll think before he cheats. I know that's how the song goes.
Yep. Before he cheats, that's it.
But okay, there we go. Well, yeah, the Coral Springs woman is accused of damaging her ex-boyfriend's car during a fit of jealous rage. Margate police said Jennifer Sessler went to her ex's home, and they said that Sessler busted both of his taillights on his car and then keyed up his car bad, even etching the word whore into it. Do you think he cheated?
Possible.
I don't know.
I might put my money on that.
If I was a betting woman.
Could you ever see yourself getting that mad? Like in smashing a car?
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want to know. But yeah, I mean, if I was truly in love with somebody, and I mean, like my husband, if I found out that he and I caught up, whatever,
yeah,
I might go off the deep end, but I don't know.
Golf clubs? See, I can see you getting very mad. I don't know if you would cause like harm and write whore.
I would never cause harm to anybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but maybe his car.
His car? Okay.
Because he loves his truck.
Okay, well, you're listening. I know you're a big TV star, bro, but
I don't know.
Be careful.
Like I said, I don't ever want to have to find out.
How about Cerise? Would you do something like that?
I have.
I knew it. I could just tell.
And I have the video of it.
What have you done?
I've poured bleach on like his clothing and his
Really?
bed. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I stomped on his Michael Kors smartwatch and
Wow.
broke it.
You have some issues.
That's strong. That's strong. How much of those
I did
therapy
replace
lessons?
everything. I replaced everything because I felt bad. So
Did you guys get back together? That's why. That's why.
I did love him too.
Yeah.
So, but he was cheating.
It
so-
happens. Listen, so I wasn't going to that extent, but I did. I think I told you. The bologna was for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was her man who cheated on her, and I helped her out.
But that's innocent.
I bolognaed his car. Yeah, but it ruins paint. I've heard bologna and mustard. We eat bologna and mustard. But I have my ex. I lived on the 5th floor, and I had thrown his clothes off of the balcony.
Yeah.
And then we got back together.
Yeah. Why do we do this?
I know.
Why does that shirt have a rip in it?
Because it was on Australian Avenue. Cars were driving over it.
Cerise, you're crazy, man.
Well, when I did pour the bleach on his clothes, at least I did it on like his,
Not
his
brown
sweats and
Yeah.
stuff. I didn't do it on
so
his
nice of
like
you.
suits.
Listen, these days that's in style. Everybody with the little bleach spots and stuff.
Exactly. So I did him a favor.
It's like a little tie-dye action. So during the investigation, detectives said that they obtained surveillance video that showed the whole crime. And they're like, yep, that's her. That's definitely Jennifer. She told police that she was in a relationship. Or I'm sorry, the victim told the police that he was in a relationship with her for 3 years, but they'd broken up. And he thinks she was angry because he posted a picture of his current girlfriend on Facebook. So he's not saying he cheated. He thinks that she is just a little upset because he's already got a new girl. But yeah, they say that they checked statewide cameras and that Sessler's license tag did not register anywhere. Her SunPass was also not used during this period. But somehow, some way, they did catch up to her, and she was arrested and charged with criminal mischief. And then finally, I'm going to end with some good news, right? That's not normal for me on a What the Florida, but it's an update. So remember that Riviera marching band that needed some donations?
The money.
Yeah, and they had Rob Van Winkle, Vanilla Ice. They had some other there's one guy from The Voice who's from Riviera Beach. They had a lot of people helping them out. And so they needed to raise $50,000 by the end of the week to fly to London. Well, they received a big donation from an anonymous donor. This happened on Tuesday. This is the Sound of Success Community Marching Band. They were trying to raise enough money. And the band received 2 checks amounting to $10,500, but the donor said she'll give another $10,000 if someone else steps to the plate with the same amount.
Wow.
So, like I said, I believe it's only until the end of the week. So hopefully they will get those funds.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yep. So if somebody else steps up, she'll do another $10,000 so they can make it to this trip in London. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. Don't forget, in this hour, 11:45, you got a chance to win tickets to Alice in Chains or Rapids Water Park. We're going to come back with a Greek misspeak, and I'm going to tell you where the most expensive beer is in the NFL stadiums. A lot more in the Penthouse on a Friday. It's Greek Gridiron at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. It's a postcard, baby. Come on down. Sit on my lap. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Jennifer Lopez once cut dancers from auditions on their tour solely because of the astrological signs. What are you guys? What's your sign?
I am a Virgo.
You are? So you wouldn't even be a J-Lo dancer?
Gemini.
Gemini? That is
That is the
interesting.
number one
That
reason.
makes a lot of sense.
Number one reason I wouldn't be a J-Lo dancer is because I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just drilling it.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tonight and tomorrow night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. MVP's bonus days at Lowe's. Buy a select Bosch 18-volt bare tool, get a battery free. Plus, MVPs get up to 3 times bonus points. Pricing and offers subject to change at any time. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 9/23.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. There's only one thing hotter than the weather right now in South Florida. It's the ladies at Monroe's. It's a 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and great entertainment. And open 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And make sure you get over to Monroe's, enjoy their 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a good time. Put that on your agenda this week. Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033. 800-936-9033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill tomorrow for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
We have a couple of accidents that have cleared in Palm Beach County. One on the southbound side of 95 before Lantana Road. The other southbound before Atlantic Avenue. Both of those are now off the roadway, not causing any big tie-ups. Elsewhere, we're not seeing any major issues. Turnpike is running smoothly. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks today. Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks are so good, some are saying they're better than their mom's French. Perfectly fluffy on the inside. Perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's new homestyle French toast sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday morning. Beautiful day here in South Florida. Greek Gridiron at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Come on down any day of the week, but especially today because at 1:35 we're going to pick somebody. Go against me, 7 games against the spread. If you win, you get a $200 gift card for New York Prime. That's right. And then your name gets put in a drawing. 16 people, it could be the most. So far last week, Jason won, and you got a chance to go to Vegas, 2 days on us, hotel and airfare at Circuit Casino Hotel, and a 70-inch flat screen TV. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hello, happy Friday.
And it's time for a spin the wheel, and then we'll tell you about expensive beer in the NFL.
Are you going to spin the wheel, Franny?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, here we go, and go. Oh, number 50. Here you go. Here's a Greek Misspeak, number 50.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
No matter what, you know what? You'll hope they bang back.
Bang, bang, bangity bang, said a bang, bang, bangity bang.
Oh, then Jeter banger.
Bang, bang, bangity bang, said a bang, bang, bangity bang.
If you go in and you make a purchase today, you get 38 bonus reward points.
Sure do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cute.
I'm rubbing off on it.
Christ, yes.
What?
I don't know.
Maybe it's time to try crack.
This could be very, based on opinion.
Have you been drinking?
All right, well, we got a couple days to do what we got to do. We got until today. Well, we got to this afternoon because it starts tomorrow morning.
All right.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm begging you, please make up your mind.
I also sent you that Opalaka Hialeah.
Yeah, you're amazing. We got to put you on a payroll and not pay you.
Sounds great. How are you not on Mount Rushmore?
There's only room for 5.
You're about to meet a man who many of us cannot relate to. One day, he became a math genius.
Benny Hanna, everybody. Benny Hanna. Jimmy, thank you so much for all your help with those. You do a great job all the time. Everybody loves them. Where do you think, Jimmy, the most expensive beer is in the NFL?
I'm going to say MetLife Stadium, the great state in New Jersey / New York.
Close. It is Philadelphia Eagles, they say. The Eagles have the most expensive beer. I think it was $36.70. Or no, 13.70. Excuse me.
36. You're right.
What?
That is the most expensive.
Yeah.
No, that's New York. No, Philadelphia has the most expensive beer. $13.69. That's what we said. Followed by L.A., the Chargers, and the Rams, same station. They said Vegas, then the Raiders, and then I think MetLife is there. But I'm not surprised. Dolphins have one, at least an inexpensive, $11. So
I want to say the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta has very inexpensive because I remember talking about it not that long ago, right? That they were trying to make everything super cheap and have like somewhat. They have expensive food, but they also have like really cheap hot dogs and burgers and stuff.
Yeah, they have a bunch of concession stands that are very inexpensive there, and I remember them talking about it because the Super Bowl was there not too long ago. So the big story was that they were going to keep the prices that low even for the Super Bowl. So that was the big. That's why we read it,
which is great.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a big thing that they do that.
So I'm looking right now, G-Man, and the list is the Eagles. Obviously, you said $14.67 is what it is. So $1 more than you thought. That's really pricey. $14.67 for one beer. Then the Rams and Chargers go at $13.75. Raiders at $12. $11.50. You got the 49ers, Saints, and Jaguars, and then the Dolphins are $11. They say Dolphins, Giants, and Commanders all at one are $11. So it's actually cheaper at the Cowboys Stadium by almost. I mean it's by like $1.50 over there.
Yeah, but I think with a game though, I mean, Jimmy, you don't know this, but I mean, rough guess, an average guy, what is he going to drink? 3-4 beers during a game?
Yeah, figure that. That's not too much and not too little. I mean, I can see that.
Yeah, that's $60 almost.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
I mean, because if you buy a beer for whatever it is, $12-13, you give a $2 tip maybe, and it's $15 a shot. I mean, I know at where the Heat play, the alcohol drinks are crazy expensive when people get alcohol. But again, that's how they make their money.
And a lot of time they push the doubles. I mean,
oh yeah. I think a double at the Heat was like $40.
What?
Yeah.
Premium.
I think it was the Tito's, like a double Tito's.
Wow.
Was $38.
I believe that. I believe that. Sure.
Yeah.
But anywhere you go, so I mean, we were just at the amphitheater. I told you, my mom and I, and she got a beer, but the beers are the massive ones, the tall boy cans. They're huge, and I got a double Tito's, and for those two, it was $40. But for a beer and a double, it was a lot.
That's a lot.
I know.
I mean, I was probably.
I mean, and you think about it. What was that, Jimmy?
That's probably a 24-ounce can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's a big can,
it's almost like a double itself as far as beer is concerned, but that's still a
is.
lot of money. Still a lot, and it's going to be
because that's the first round.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. And when you're getting beer at the game, Jimmy, what is it usually? 12 ounces? Or am I wrong?
Either that or a pint. One of the 16. Either 12 or 16 ounces. Usually probably closer to 16 ounces. I think they give you nowadays.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I think it was in the article. I think that read. He said it was a pint. Speaking of the NFL, Super Bowl coming up. Obviously, it's always one of the biggest days in our country. For the first time in 10 years, the Super Bowl has a new sponsor. And it's not going to be Pepsi anymore. It was for 10 years Pepsi. And Apple Music came in, and they wrote a fat check. I can only imagine how much that check is for. Yeah, Apple Music, this was announced yesterday. The NFL said they're very happy with their new partner. I'm sure they are. I can only imagine how much it is. I didn't read the amount. But for the first time in 10 years, it will no longer be Pepsi. It will be the Apple Music will be the sponsor of the halftime show. And that's a big deal. I mean, it really is. And I can't even imagine, like I said, the amount of money. Now, I don't know. I guess Pepsi's contract was up, and the NFL must have shopped it. And Apple came up with a bigger check and said, okay, now it's going to be the Apple halftime show. I don't know how many years it's for either. Probably long.
I was going to say, you think they would probably have a minimum, right?
Yeah, I would think 5, maybe 10. I don't know. But like I said, it is a big deal because Pepsi did it for you. It seems like Pepsi did it forever.
Yeah.
To me.
It feels longer than 10 years.
10.
It does.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought like 20. But in the article I read this morning, it said 10 years. It was big news last night.
Maybe they took a break and then went back again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Diet Pepsi had it for a couple years.
Right.
They were like
Pepsi Clear.
Yeah. I can only imagine the amount of money. I can't imagine the amount of money that the NFL got for that. But
it looks like I don't know if you saw this, but reports are that the NFL has dropped hints, and they say a major hint that Taylor Swift will be doing the halftime show.
I think has she ever done it?
No.
So they're saying that that's what her fans are thinking after the NFL appeared to drop what they call a big clue into it on Thursday night. So we know that, as G-Man just mentioned, Pepsi pulled out of the longstanding partnership with the league. And it's big in the big game halftime show. But on Thursday night, they announced it's finally replaced the soft drink company with Apple Music. So the reason why they say this is a thing, the league made no mention of potential halftime performer. But according to Swift fans, I think, what's their name? What are they called?
Swiftettes?
Swifts.
Swiftettes?
Swifties?
I don't know, but I know they
Swifters?
Swifties.
I think they're Swifties. I don't know. That sounds good. But according to
Swifters.
them, they're going,
well, this could be something. And I guess that they said the league dropped the news around midnight, and they said something that's been associated with Swift for years. She's put out albums twice since 2020 around midnight, and she's utilized that Apple. So I'm like, all right, but I believe a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And she's set to release another album coming up in the next month called Midnights.
Ooh, you'll be able to bet on that. Who will be after?
Yeah,
will it be Taylor? Maybe Kanye?
Yeah, but they said that she's never done it before. A lot of people don't know she'll take the gig.
Yeah.
Because she is locked in with a sponsorship deal, I guess, with Pepsi. With Pepsi's competitor, Coca-Cola.
Oh.
So that's saying maybe that's why she didn't do it before.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And now that Pepsi is
It's
dropped,
out, yeah.
now they're like, all right, maybe
Yeah,
she's going to do it.
Yeah, she can't do a Pepsi halftime show when she's with Coke. That wouldn't go over too well when she's getting her checks every month from them. I mean, it'd be different. Super Bowl's a little late this year. I think it's February 12th. It's extending more and more because obviously there's one more week in the season.
Another playoff game this year, too, right?
I believe you're right, Jimmy. Yeah, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think you are right. They changed things so much. Just as you start learning everything, they change something. I think there isn't a playoff game this year. It could be. You could be right.
Yeah, it's what I thought, and that's because when you say it's a week, push back a week, well, that makes perfect sense. Obviously, if you got one more round of playoff games, obviously they got to push the Super Bowl back. It'll push everything back a week.
Yeah, I believe the Super Bowl is February 12th. I know it's in Arizona, but I think it's February 12th. And then the year after that is going to be a huge one because it's going to be in Vegas, and that's going to be crazy. And also, I think that is the same year, I believe, Vegas has the Grand Prix on the Strip in November. And that'll be huge, too, the Vegas Strip to have the Formula One Grand Prix there. Oh, my God, that'd be cool.
It sounds like so much fun. Oh, I tell you what, boy, that's tempting to try to plan a trip out there for that.
Oh, my God. I can't imagine what the rooms will go for.
Oh.
Especially ones with views of the Strip.
That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
like $2,000 a night.
Oh, yeah, easy. you know it. Unless you go, you're in the grandstand or something. But even when it's down here in Miami, the seats were very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, just crazy prices. And people love it. I mean, they sell out. It's not like they have a hard time getting people. They sell out all the time. It is the Greek, Francis, and Jimmy. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. It's football season, so you know what that means. It means Greek Gridiron. And this year we got one of the biggest grand prizes we've ever had. If you beat me, your name goes into a drawing for 2 days, 2 nights in Vegas. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas? And that's our friends at the Visa Network making that happen. We'll be back in a few minutes with a trifecta. Then at 11:45, you guys, we're giving you more stuff. We just constantly give you stuff. At 11:45, your chance, Allison Chains or a day of Rapids. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have the radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any mood or activity. And here's the part you don't want to miss. It's all free. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? How do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, flushing out allergens, mucus, dirt, and germs, and it's why nose cleaning is the next evolution in daily personal hygiene. People try Navage for lots of reasons: sinusitis, allergies, snoring, things that make it hard to breathe through your nose. But over time, they also find that cleaning their nose makes them feel better, a lot better. Nearly 3 million Navage users have written more than 100,000 reviews, averaging 4.7 stars, saying things like, best product I've ever used, and amazing, I love my Navage. That's because Navage helps you breathe better, sleep deeper, and snore less. But the biggest payoff is improved health. Here's the key point. Navage is good personal hygiene, and it's going to help you stay healthier. At Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, Target, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, it's the Greek for 818 Tequila. 818 Tequila works closely with local family-owned farms in Jalisco, Mexico to bring you the smoothest, most natural, and best-tasting tequila possible. Experience the award-winning tequila handcrafted for family and friends to enjoy. Visit drink818.com to find 818 Tequila near you. 818 Tequila. Skip the burn, taste the smooth. Please drink responsibly. 818 Tequila, imported by 818 Spirits, Manhasset, New York. 40% alcohol by volume.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Trains in South Florida can travel up to 80 miles per hour, taking more than a mile for some trains to stop. Whether you're walking, riding your bike, or driving, always stop when the red lights are flashing. Don't try to beat the train. Be rail smart. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
The Penthouse is brought to you by Joseph's Classic Market.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Left lane block, 95 southbound, south of Woolbright Road, with a crash there. Could cause you a bit of a slowdown. Otherwise, we're not looking bad. Looking at the turnpike, we're accident-free. Boca Raton, you still have track work going on, but the good news is Northwest 2nd Street between Northwest 1st Avenue and Dixie Highway, it's supposed to reopen after 5 o'clock today. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer days getting shorter and business to-do lists getting longer? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
Tomorrow, iHeartRadio is proud to partner with the 2022 Global Citizen Festival, celebrating the worldwide movement of people taking action now to save our planet and end poverty. With live performances from Metallica, Charlie Puth, Jonas Brothers, Måneskin, Mariah Carey, Mickey Guyton, Rosalia, Usher, SZA, and more. Coming to you live from New York City and Accra, Ghana. Tomorrow, starting at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. Listen exclusively on the Global Citizen channel with the free iHeartRadio app.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1. Sorry, Jimmy, I love you, but I'm a Dolphins fan.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse live on a Friday. It's Greek's Gridiron Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca Raton, baby. Beautiful weather today. It is gorgeous out. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what is going on?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creaky Trifecta.
He did not get 61 last night, but the Yankees won in 10 innings. They beat the Red Sox 5-4. Big news was Yankees clinched the playoff spot, so the Yankees are back in the playoffs. Another weekend series ahead of them with the Red Sox, and hopefully Mr. Judge can step up and get number 61. That's what everybody's anticipating. They are saying when that ball is hitting the stands, it could be worth almost $1 million. There's going to be a lot of people with nets out tonight in gloves trying to get that ball. Last night there was the NFL going on. Cleveland Browns beat the Steelers 29-17. The game went over the total, and they covered. Thank you, DraftKings. So if you had the Browns and the over last night, you're buying lunch today. How about that?
You want to hear
I think
how
that's a
that
great
ended?
thing. Yes, that'd be great.
It's the old Stanford band play. Back at the 4-yard line. Into the end zone it goes, and the Browns are going to recover there. That's going to be a touchdown. There's no extra point, but that may be meaningful to some of you. And you know who I mean. 29-17, the Browns.
I love Al Michaels. I knew you'd like that.
Oh, that's so funny. He's been doing that for years. And you know who I mean.
Yep.
Oh, my God. That is so funny. Oh, my God. How many times that happened to in football? You don't realize at the end of the game, you're like, who cares? There's a lot of people who care.
Yep.
Believe me, when that ends up happening all the time. And the Miami Dolphins are taking on the Buffalo Bills. It's for first place this Sunday. It's 1 o'clock. There's strong rumors that Jimmy is flipping the coin to kick off the game down at the Hard Rock Stadium. We cannot confirm or deny. I have a text in right now to Stephen Ross to see if we can pull that off. Dolphins are getting 6 points in this game. A lot of people are surprised about that because it's a division game, don't forget. And the Dolphins are home, and it's going to be hot. And also, there's another trend when a team plays on Monday night. So a lot of trends are pointing toward the Dolphins. Let's see if it's enough to make them, obviously, win would be great, but covering, if you have them, is a little bit better. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
So I do have a request, Jimmy, and I want to set this up. It's number 23 for a misspeak.
Okay, already.
So this is somebody who typically every Friday requests a misspeak, but today is a special day. And at 47142 is where I got this text that says, "Happy Friday, Franny. Glad you survived another 2022 vacation. Could we hear Misspeak 23 for our anniversary today?" So happy anniversary to Karen Casey in North Palm Beach.
All right, here you go. Happy anniversary.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
I sat next to him at a Super Bowl years ago down here, and he was a very handsome guy. Very nice, too. And impeccably. Great. You just tanned, everything.
Impeccably?
What the hell did you just say?
Because I think so many people just don't like A-Rod and, like, bust his goat. You know what I mean? No. I don't want to hear an email.
I don't want to hear an email.
You've got mail.
How you going to pay me back? You don't have escargot and beans.
Hey.
Ming it, huh?
Yeah. You know, escargot or beans.
Hey, you don't got none.
Beans are good for your heart. The more you eat, the more you...
You got to know the lay of the lawn.
I guess you do got to know the lay of the lawn.
Huh. I'm on the needles in my hay.
What the hell does that mean?
And paying very expensive money.
You got change for 100?
It's a new chain. They've been open for like 35 years.
This guy sucks.
Good mood, Dad, today.
That's well said.
Shut up, I can't think with your babbling.
Well said.
It's a new chain, 35 years.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Very nice, very nice. And happy anniversary. God bless. 150 more. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. A lot going on. Adam Levine still getting beat up on social media. Now this yoga instructor said that he treated her like used trash. That was an article today I saw in the New York Post. I read about it. And now there's always going to be more and more people that come out after all these situations. But I think he'll be fine. His wife's not leaving him.
She said, like, used trash, huh?
Yeah.
This is the one that came out yesterday, too. And she was basically saying that he was, like, sending her inappropriate text messages, and her boyfriend would get upset about it.
Yeah, that he wanted to spend the day with her naked.
Yeah, she had a nice ass and all this stuff. But then he also calls her used trash. Is it because she wasn't, like, reciprocating? Is it because she wasn't...
She said that's the way he treated her. Like used trash.
Okay.
Yeah, and it doesn't make him look good if he's like that to people, obviously. And again, this is her claim. This is what she's saying. But she did come forward, and when you come forward with certain things against celebrities or anybody, you got to expect the other side, too. You're going to come out there and say stuff. Do you think there'll be a lot more girls coming out saying stuff?
I mean, the first one just came out a few days ago. Now we have at 4. So,
yeah.
Who have you seen the meme where like Tiger Woods is like, hold my beer? Like 4.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
4. Hold my beer.
Jimmy talks about this for a long time, and everybody does. A lot of people do it, not everybody, but nobody reads the articles. Like last night when I was out and about, everybody's like, "Oh, Adam Levine's cheating on with his girls," and he's not cheating; he's just sending texts.
Well, no, the first girl, yes.
The
So
first
the
one.
first girl did say they had a year-long relationship, and it was not just texting and flirty texting; it was like a physical relationship.
But the other girls are just saying he said inappropriate stuff. Yeah. So I mean, again, he's got a concert next week at the MGM. I talked about it yesterday. They said he's still going to perform. I don't think that he would cancel because of this. Do you?
I mean, I don't. I don't. He seems like somebody to me, and from what I've heard before, and actually I call it a pleasure to have met him a while ago. He's very arrogant, so I don't know if he's going to let this take the best of him. I think he's going to keep on going until they say we don't want you to be a part of it, and I don't see that happening either.
No.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you think you can cancel?
I think a couple more women are probably, I think more than likely, probably some more women are going to come out, and eventually he's going to be forced to cancel because he's going to get canceled.
Yeah.
That's the way it is right now in our society. It's just, it's like a pattern. We see this over and over and over again with these celebrities.
Yeah, it was big news last night in the NBA. The Boston Celtics coach got suspended for the whole year. And he had an affair with somebody who worked for the Celtics.
Yep.
And it was rumored that they were going to suspend him. He did get suspended for the whole year. Didn't get fired, but he is suspended. And he's a young coach with a bright future. Took the Celtics to the championship last year. But yeah, like you said, you're probably right. If that continues to happen, then they might say, hey, we don't want you here. But all his fans are ready. It's with Shaq. It's at the MGM. It's a big event. It's a charity event, so maybe it'll be okay. But you never know what's going to come out. Every day, you never know what's going to come out with these celebrities.
Exactly.
And that's the thing.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Well, I'm saying it's different when it's with the organization, right? Like this, what happened with the coach. It was with somebody who was involved in the organization and stuff. And I think that's kind of when you have to back off and either quit or just kind of.
He's lucky.
Yeah.
He's got suspended for a year. I mean, he got suspended. I have not read yet, and I'm trying to find out if he's suspended with pay or not. I'm assuming it's with pay. But, yeah, I mean, it's in your contract. You sign contracts. A lot of times people don't look into it. And he also has a girlfriend he has a child with. He's not married.
Can you imagine, though, in real life, if infidelity caused us commoners to get canceled in life or infidelity caused us to get fired from our jobs or whatever it would be? I mean, there'd be a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, workplace is common. It's gone on for years. It's going to go on for another 100 years. You meet people. You spend a lot of time with them. They're going to hit me again.
Just trying to get a mosquito.
I'll be flinching for like a month. But yeah, it's a common place. It's gone on for years. So, I mean, that's not going to stop. But the Celtics just suspend him for a whole year. And we'll see what happens. They said they don't even know if they want to bring him back. But obviously they must want to, because if they didn't, they would have ended up firing him. Jimmy, you want to give away some tickets?
Yeah, let's give away a pair of tickets to Alice in Chains and Breaking Benjamin with special guest Bush. That concert is going to be on Saturday, October 1st at I Think Financial Amphitheater. Or, if you would prefer, we have a 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park, South Florida's largest water park with over 42 rides and attractions. So give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said, and that's where I read you a quote, and you have to let us know whether Greek said it or Franny said it. It's that simple. So give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. I'm going to load up the phone lines, and I'll let you know when we're ready.
Thank you, Jimmy. It's a good chance for us to mention the sponsors again. New York Prime, Tito's Handmade Vodka, Monroe's of Palm Beach Autographs, Visa Network, Joseph's Classic Market, where all great meals begin, Strike Cigar Lounge, and 818 Tequila. So I want to thank all those guys for getting involved with us every year, if you guys didn't get involved, we wouldn't be able to do Greek's Gridiron for like 19 years.
I'll tell you what, I had one of the best pizzas from Joseph's Classic Market. It was so good. So we ordered, because they're right there. I mean, I can walk over to them, and we got a pepperoni and jalapeno pizza with extra sauce and extra cheese, well done, and they nailed it. It was so good.
It was pepperoni pizza day the other day.
How was it?
Yeah. It was the first day I got back from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, so I celebrated on the right day.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, pepperoni pizza day.
There you go.
Big day, everybody. Put some pepperoni in your pizza.
There you go. Huge day.
Yeah, no, Joseph's is great. Great food. Everything they got under one roof. Whenever you're having a party, prepare food, steak, whatever you want, great on the grill. And they've been our sponsor for years. Great guys, good family. And they're opening a new location soon in West Palm Beach. I'll tell you about that when it does open. Franny, if you ever, we're going to get into this, if you ever heard somebody years ago, this happened to me 2 nights ago, in a relationship and did not know, would you want to know years later? And if you did find out, would you apologize? Like if you hurt them with something that you did and you didn't realize, like I had no clue that I really, you hurt the person.
I'm sorry, I wasn't getting the question. Okay, so it's an ex, and I realized
years later
that I did something I didn't realize I did.
And then hurt their feelings.
Okay, and they mentioned it years later?
15 years later. Got a text and a phone call.
Okay, I would apologize for it. I mean, I think that's the mature thing to do.
That's what I said.
Obviously, it still bothers them 15 years later, so that's probably what they're seeking is an apology or some kind of closure.
Yeah, I said I had no clue.
What did you do?
It's something about a mom, but we'll get into it. Look at Teresa's face.
I know you've done a sister thing, but moms, huh?
I'm kidding. No, I don't do stuff like that.
No.
I don't know.
I would never say anything bad about myself.
Jimmy hears everything.
No, I only caught the tail end of it.
No, I'm far from perfect.
I guess somebody from 15 years ago, one of his exes, had called, and I guess it's something he did or that G-Man did to them bothered them or hurt them.
Yeah.
So, and then she's been holding on to it for this long.
Yeah, small. Like I had no clue. Like I said, and I said, okay, I'm totally sorry. And I said, are you single right now? She said, are you kidding me?
Sounds about right.
Shooter's got to shoot.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Shooter's got to shoot.
Yep.
Oh, my God. I lost my voice a couple nights ago, and I just can't get it back. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are. We are going to start our contest with Rick. Rick, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi, how you doing?
All right, Rick, how are you doing today, buddy?
Doing great.
All right, we're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said for tickets to either Alice in Chains with Breaking Benjamin or Rapids Water Park. Do you have a preference? You don't have to commit to it right at the moment.
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains. All right, that is a hot item. And all right, so let's play this game. We're going to play this game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to tell us whether Greek said it or Franny said it. Okay, Rick?
Gotcha.
All right, here is your quote. Do you want to stuff my turkey? Do you want to stuff my turkey? Did Greek say that, or did Franny say that?
That had to have been Greek.
That's right. Greek was the one to offer to stuff his turkey, and it sounded like this.
Want to stuff my turkey?
And it went well, too, by the way. Gobble, gobble. All right, Rick, great job. I'm going to put you on hold. If you would, hang tight for a couple minutes. I'll get back to you on break, and we'll get you set up. All right, pal? All right. Thanks a lot, man. That's how you do it. That's how you win right there.
Nice job. One and done. G-Man, that reminds me, are you getting excited? Are you getting ready? Do you have any new recipes for the turkey hotline? That's only like 2 months away.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Thanksgiving. Just right around the corner.
I do not have any new recipes. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to butter my scotch right now and start thinking about it.
You're going to butter your scotch, huh?
Maybe something with tequila. One of our newer sponsors, 818. No, I do not. I don't have anything yet. I know we are going to do a turkey event again.
Yes.
And again, I'm very excited about that. And that's going to be probably, I think we usually do it the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But I don't have any recipes yet.
All right.
But we'll work on a hotline.
You got time. You got time.
Yeah.
You got 2 months to start thinking. Maybe just perfect one, like a good stuffing or something that you can put out there.
Well, you make good stuffing. You make great stuffing. My dad used to love your stuffing. And it was very nice. He used to make it every year to him. He used to look forward to it. Be like, oh, can you ask her? And I always felt bad asking you.
No,
I never had to ask you because you always did it. And, we'll work on something. Jimmy will help me.
Perfect.
We got to think of
Jimmy,
something.
do you have a Thanksgiving specialty?
No, not really. We just usually we decide whether we're going to even do a turkey or not, or sometimes we go, off the beaten path and have like a meatloaf or something just to buck the challenge, the typical tradition.
Okay, yeah. I mean, and I enjoy that too. Yeah, we like to do the American with a Puerto Rican twist.
Oh,
pork. So we do, pernil, which is like our pork, and then we do the turkey, and then you have your mashed potatoes, and then you have your rice and beans or arroz con gandules. Like, so we like to do a little combo.
It sounds very sexy all the time.
Oh, of course
In
it
Puerto
does.
Rican when you say it.
So yes, it's nice to bring in the traditions and both families. But this is gonna be is this my first Thanksgiving at my house? How long have I lived at my house for?
No, last year you had the Christmas party there.
Oh, you're right.
So you were there
You're
for
right. This is gonna be
Thanksgiving.
my second Thanksgiving.
Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
We do.
Am I wrong?
We have our super friend Kristen from Kansas checking in with us. Kristen, how are you today?
Well, this has been one of the absolute worst weeks of my life, but we won't go there because I'll just start bawling. But I was listening to a podcast from a few days ago, and Jimmy, you were telling about a road rage accident or incident that happened where somebody came up on some buddy that didn't have any taillights. So I thought maybe to get my mind off of what I went through this week, I would call in and tell you guys about what happened to me last week. So I came upon this vehicle driving on our major interstate that goes through Kansas, and it was the pitch black dark coming home all by myself. And I came upon this truck that was pulling a trailer that had a pickup on it that didn't have any taillights, no taillights at all. And I was driving 85 miles an hour. And if I wouldn't have been paying attention, I would have ran my SUV into the back of it, and we would have had an absolutely horrific accident, awful accident. Well, so I started flashing my lights at him, trying to get him to, honestly, I think, to pull over, so I could tell him, look, dude, you don't have any taillights, and you could barely see the truck that was pulling the trailer, right? And so I kept flashing my lights, and they wouldn't pull over. And so then I got beside them, and their pickup was dark. Their windows were blacked out. My vehicle is solid black, blacked out, windows and everything. And again, this is 9:30 at night, dark. I'm flashing my lights. They won't pull over, so I pulled back behind them. And so I called the non-emergency number, and I'm telling them what's going on, And so she tells me, okay, I'll get a state trooper out there to try and get you guys pulled over. I said, I just don't want anybody to run into them, because if I would have, this would be a completely different situation. Well, anyway, about that time they put on their flashers, and I said, okay, well, they put their flashers on, so the flashers do work on the trailer, but by the time I got done talking to her, they turned them off. And I said, okay, well, I'm headed home. I said, there's tags on the trailer and the pickup are Colorado. I said, so I only have an hour and a half before I get home. I don't know where they're headed. Apparently, guessing they're going to Colorado. I said, but I'm in no hurry. I'll stay behind them with my flashers on so nobody else will, run into them or come up have the same situation.
Wow.
I said, until the state trooper comes along, I'll stay behind him. And then they shut the flashers off. So I pulled them behind him. So now we slow down, and we're both going 50 miles an hour on interstate, where the speed limit is 75. And we went for an hour down interstate, going 55 miles an hour, and they wouldn't pull over. Well, so finally they pulled into a rest area, and they pulled in. And long story short, they were just as scared as I was, and understandably so, because, they didn't know who I was. And, who is this trying to pull me over? Well, So they pull over, and the driver or the passenger gets out. And I'm not kidding you none. The passenger gets out, and he is like this great, big, muscle bodybuilder Mexican, tatted up, bald-headed. And he gets out, and he's slowly walking towards me. And I leave 3 car lengths between me and him. And I get out, and here's this little white, 125-pound me
And I put my arms up like, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I'm just like, and then the driver gets out, and he's the same, bodybuilder, Mexican, tatted up, bald-headed, and I just start telling him, you have no taillights. You have no taillights on the trailer. Well, they could hardly speak any English at all. And then the one finally, the driver said, let me get my son. He speaks better English. So he goes back to the truck, and he gets his son out, and he comes back. And so then we converse, back between the son. But anyway, long story short, we got it all straightened out and everything. But I just was like, you guys have no taillights on this trailer. And if I would have ran into you, we would be having a completely different situation going on here. And they just were the nicest guys, and they kept apologizing. And, they said, we didn't pull over, we were so afraid. We didn't know, who's trying to pull us over, what's going on here. Yeah. And I just said, I understand. Yeah. And that's my story.
Well, as long as you're safe.
Exactly.
That's the main thing. God forbid that there wasn't a serious accident. Again, that's very scary. Like you said, when you're driving at night, and you never know what's out there, and you got to be careful when you do talk to people, because there's so many crazy stories. We're glad nothing happened, because you would be missed. We need you.
That's right. You need me, Greek, and I need you, and I still need to borrow some money. Christmas is coming, but we'll talk about that later. I love you guys, and have a great weekend.
Get in line, Kristen.
Yeah. Maybe we have dated. Maybe we have dated years ago. I don't know. You never know. No, we love you. You're the best. Always love your calls, and you always put a smile on my face. And we try to do the same thing every day, obviously.
And truly glad you're safe.
Yes, thank God.
Super glad you're safe, and whatever brought you down earlier in the week, I hope you get better and things turn around for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to hear Miss speak, maybe? Make baby put a smile on your face?
Absolutely. Yes.
What number?
Pick a number. What's that?
27.
27? All right, I will get that ready for you. All righty, Greek May Speak 27 coming right up. Scroll, and here you go, Kristen, just for you.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Super Bowl, big highlights. Obviously, the Patriots won 13-3. So many people were on the edge of their feet last night.
'Cause I got big stinky feet.
By the way, Greek, these new thank you notes that you picked up are absolutely beautiful. I don't even know where you find these things.
I do for not what I do for you.
What?
I do for not what I do for you.
Here's 20 for valet, and I'll see you at the next hula hoop conversation.
I not speak English.
Because my motto is, if you can spend it and you can make it, spend it and make it. Yeah, you're being had and shaboot.
Welcome to I Don't Even Know. Now that's the name of the game.
He had an affair with a Toronto Maple Leaf one time.
A Maple Leaf?
A Maple Leaf.
What's a Maple Leaf?
You're not supposed to go outside when it lightens.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Neither do we, Patrick.
Great job. Thank you so much, Jimmy. You are the gem. It is the Penthouse on a Friday, live for you, Greek Gridiron Strike Cigar Lounge. We're going to come back with some fun facts. We're not going to tell you what it's about, but they are fun facts, and a lot more in the Penthouse on a Friday. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover from Rover's Morning Glory. Wake up with me each morning. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1.
Hello.
On iHeartRadio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Summer is winding down, but business needs keep ramping up. Check out Indeed, the all-in-one hiring solution that helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
The podcast In Trust tells the story of a system that stripped oil and land wealth from the Osage Nation, dollar by dollar, acre by acre, over the course of a century, and how the Osage Nation is working to get it back.
I don't get it. I don't understand why the management of these resources is kept a secret from the beneficiaries.
Listen to In Trust on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
From dinner with the crew to an easy evening on the couch, Tito's handmade vodka makes for the perfect pair to any weekday plans. Stock up on your must-have mixers and go-to garnishes, and just add Tito's for a cocktail hour that's best served any day of the week. Tito's handmade vodka is distilled from corn and is naturally gluten-free. Find recipes and more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. There's only one thing hotter than the weather right now in South Florida. It's the ladies at Monroe's. It's a 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and great entertainment. And open 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And make sure you get over to Monroe's, enjoy their 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a good time. Put that on your agenda this week. Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and autopay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most Root Metrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
ABC Friday.
Okay, Sharks, we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Big things are coming. For the first time ever, Shark Tank goes live with new guest sharks, including Gwyneth Paltrow of Goop and DoorDash's Tony Hsu.
I love it!
New products.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
And new deals.
You're going to really take off.
Yeah! The Shark Tank Live season premiere event.
Tonight at 8 on WPBF 25.
It's on everyone's mind. Crushing inflation from food to gas to housing. Costs are rising and there's no end in sight. But don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm Jeff Rawson, and every week I help you save money and beat inflation with high-tech apps, free technology, and insider tips. We're gonna help you save money to beat inflation. Watch Rawson Reports every week right here on WPBF 25 News.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR-FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. 3733. This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Boo-hoo. Let's feel sorry for a millionaire football coach who doesn't know what he's going to do after he retires. Oh, boo-hoo. You want to know what I'm going to do after I retire? Probably still work till I'm 74 because I don't have millions of dollars. But boo-hoo for him. Oh, my God. What am I going to do? All I want to do is coach football. Whoa.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That sounded like that was the Georgia fan talking about Nick Saban. I talked about it earlier. He had an interview, and he said he doesn't know what he's going to do with his life. So that was one of our listeners saying boo-hoo to Saban.
I don't remember Saban crying about it, though. I must have missed that part of the story.
No, we just make it our own these days.
I guess so. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yep.
It is the Penthouse, and we are live on a Friday at Strike Cigar Lounge. Glad you guys are with us all the time. Don't forget at 1:35, we're going to pick somebody to pay Greek Gridiron. If you beat me, 7 games, $200 gift card to New York Prime, and your name goes in a drawing for a grand prize of a 70-inch TV and a trip to Viva Las Vegas, baby. And he's staying at the Circa Casino Hotel, which is beautiful, unbelievable pools and theaters, great place to watch the games and hang out, and the pools are heated. So if you do go in January, you don't have to worry about it. You can still enjoy all the stuff they have to offer.
G-Man, by the way, speaking of Las Vegas, today launches the first day of that iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
It sure does.
Oh, well, you couldn't have went anyway because you just got back from Puerto Rico.
No, that wasn't a thing. You were supposed to get me there, told me not to campaign myself. But whatever. Our girl Megan's out there, and she is representing iHeartRadio, and I'm sure she's going to have the best time in the world. But, yeah, that is tonight and tomorrow night at the T-Mobile Arena. And you have, like, Pat Benatar with Neil Giraldo, as Greek likes to call Adam Levine. Avril Lavigne will be there.
Whatever.
Advil Levine. You got tickets for Avril Lavigne.
Pitbull, Sean Diddy Combs, LL Cool J.
Sounds like a great concert.
Lionel Richie,
All
the
night
Black
long.
Keys, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, so that is going to be a blast. And if you want to catch this, because a lot of us aren't there right now, you can watch the iHeartRadio Music Festival tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, on the CWTV app or CWTV.com. And, of course, it's going to be on the iHeartRadio stations as well, too.
Thank you so much. Are those our fun facts?
No, I was just like letting you know what's going on.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
We're going to do some fun facts now about pistachio nuts.
What did you say?
Pistachio nuts.
Pistachio.
No, so I did. That's what I was like. What? Excuse me. Is that tight?
Whatever, friend. Whatever. But you got to bust his balls all the time.
I know. My bad.
Thank God for Jimmy. At least he knows how to handle me. He doesn't hurt my feelings every day.
Yeah. HR was on the phone earlier, too, about that slap. They could hear it up here.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to save his life from a blood-sucking mosquito that was on his back. Well, anyway,
Tell it to HR.
next time I do that for him. So today is Redhead Appreciation Day. So,
Last time, you mean.
yeah, the last time I met. So Redhead Appreciation Day. So we're gonna have some fun facts about redheads. And if you are a redhead out there, please let me know if this is accurate or not, because it is not the first time I've heard this. And I want to.
Wow, she's a redhead.
So the claims are, and we've heard it before, that they won't go gray. But I've heard somebody just told me that's not true. But every time I find this, right? And this is on Reader's Digest. And if you look at Facts Redhead, this one always pops up.
My mother's brother had red hair. And then as he got older, he had a great head of hair. It was all gray.
Yeah, so they say one of the many facts about redheads is that their hair will never turn gray. The pigment in their hair that causes it to be red will fade over time, causing the hair to turn blonde or white, but never gray. So that's the thing. It will turn white. Was his white? They say blonde or white, but never.
Well, I thought it was gray. Maybe it was white. Maybe I'm wrong.
So they say never gray. It'll turn blonde or white, the pigment of it, but it never turns gray. Yeah.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So very interesting. Also, for National Redhead Day, they are more likely to be left-handed. They say that both of these characteristics come from recessive genes. Or wait, they're doing these two. I have to go back to the other one. From recessive genes, which typically come in pairs. These are surprisingly benefits of being left-handed. Now, that one also, did you guys ever hear that they're going extinct? I guess that was
redheads?
A rumor, yeah. And so somebody was like, listen, they're not going extinct. They said even though only 2% of people have red hair, 4% have the gene that makes redheads. So that's quite interesting. Only 2% of people. My husband is a brunette, but he's got red who grows in his beard.
Okay.
He's got maybe.
I'm trying to think of how many redheads I know. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Cerise, you know somebody, is it?
Yeah, my friend Lauren, she's a redhead.
Okay, she hot?
Yeah, she is. She has a sister, and her sister has brunette. She's a brunette.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's the only one that has red hair in her family.
So Johnny C, his little girl has red hair, Haley. And then I have a cousin, 100% Puerto Rican, but he married a blonde woman who's American. And they have 3 children, a little girl and twins, boy and girl. And they're both red hair, fair skin. Right? Isn't that weird? Because he's very dark complexion, dark eyes, dark hair, and the wife is blonde, and all 3 kids are
Sometimes
redhead.
you never know.
You never know. They say, so while 2 redheads won't produce a brunette, 2 brunettes could produce a redhead. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. Also on here for National Redhead.
This is deep stuff for me.
Also for National Redhead Day, they have more sex than blondes or brunettes.
Yeah, I believe that.
You know that,
because they try harder.
Row, row.
Maybe.
If you're listening and you're a redhead, I'm sorry if you got offended for that. The sex lives of women with red hair were clearly more active than those with other hair colors, with more partners and having sex more often than the average.
I just said they try harder. I think that was a good thing. More effort.
Yeah, so this was done. Hamburg sex researcher Professor Werner Hamburl told the...
Is he a redhead?
Yes. After leading a survey of over 6,000 German women through the Hamburg Medical Research Institute in Germany, that's what he came up with. They're also harder, like if you go under anesthesia, yeah, they're harder to like go under.
Really?
Yeah, they say a small study, found that redhead women require 19% more of anesthesia to be put to sleep than women with darker hair.
Wow.
Yeah, yep. They're like, give me more for that nap. And there you go. There's some fun facts about redheads.
Thank you, Francis. We do it once a show. A little fun facts. A lot going on with the Penthouse today. Don't forget you hear Greek Gridiron at 1:35. We're going to come back in a little while. We're going to talk a little bit about Rocky. Something he didn't have and might knock him out. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back at Strike Cigar Lounge. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Jennifer Lopez once cut dancers from auditions on their tour solely because of the astrological signs. What are you guys? What's your sign?
I am a Virgo.
You are? So you wouldn't even be a J-Lo dancer?
Gemini.
Gemini? That is
That is the number one reason.
That makes a lot of sense.
Number one reason I wouldn't be a J-Lo dancer is because I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Otherwise, just drilling it.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tonight and tomorrow night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row. Bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag. Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Includes choice of double stack JBC or crispy chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn. Strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. There's only one thing hotter than the weather right now in South Florida. It's the ladies at Monroe's. It's a 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and great entertainment. And open 7 days a week to 5 a.m. And make sure you get over to Monroe's, enjoy their 5-star menu, beautiful ladies, and a good time. Put that on your agenda this week. Monroe's of Palm Beach. Peace.
ABC Friday.
Okay, Sharks, we're live in 3, 2, 1.
Big things are coming. For the first time ever, Shark Tank goes live with new guest sharks, including Gwyneth Paltrow of Goop and DoorDash's Tony Hsu.
I love it!
New products.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
And new deals.
You're going to really take off.
Yeah!
The Shark Tank Live season premiere event.
Tonight at 8 on WPBF 25.
It's on everyone's mind. Crushing inflation from food to gas to housing. Costs are rising and there's no end in sight. But don't worry, I'm here for you. I'm Jeff Rossum, and every week I help you save money and beat inflation with high-tech apps, free technology, and insider tips. We're going to help you save money to beat inflation. Watch Rossum Reports every week right here on WPBF 25 News.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, it's Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to wherever they want to be. Commercial banking, capital markets, private wealth. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure of your legal options, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Federal Reserve recent announcements is putting the country on course for a deep recession. That means wild swings in the markets and high inflation will continue to put your retirement savings at risk. Protect the money you worked so hard to save for retirement by investing in gold. Let Bishop Gold Group show you how tangible gold investments can help secure your future. Dial pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Bishop Gold or visit bishopgoldgroup.com.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
From dinner with the crew to an easy evening on the couch, Tito's handmade vodka makes for the perfect pair to any weekday plans. Stock up on your must-have mixers and go-to garnishes, and just add Tito's for a cocktail hour that's best served any day of the week. Tito's handmade vodka is distilled from corn and is naturally gluten-free. Find recipes and more at Tito'sVodka.com. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at DignityMemorial.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Left lane block 95 southbound, south of Woolbright Road with a crash there. Could cause you a bit of a slowdown. Otherwise, we're not looking bad. Looking at the turnpike, we're accident-free. Boca Raton, you still have track work going on, but the good news is Northwest 2nd Street between Northwest 1st Avenue and Dixie Highway, it's supposed to reopen after 5 o'clock today. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Discover. We could talk about how complicated other banks make it to redeem credit card rewards. Or We could talk about how with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
The Stuff They Don't Want You to Know podcast delves into popular culture's most persistent mysteries. Now, there's something else that the guys at Stuff They Don't Want You to Know want you to know. They've got a new book coming out. Packed with illustrations, the Stuff They Don't Want You to Know book is written in the same smart, conversational style you love hearing on the podcast. Available October 11th. Pre-order now at StuffYouShouldReadBooks.com or wherever you buy your books.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Oh, Franny, you got me worried there for a minute. When you were saying foods that could be bad for your relationships, and you said buffalo wings, for a minute I thought you said Red Wings. Whew. Good. Now I can go back to eating my red wings.
Wow, Franny. Thanks for that info. And here I thought the reason my sex life was so terrible was just because of my face. It turns out it's just because I eat chicken wings, bologna, and drink a lot of beer. All right, ladies. Here I come.
Hey, what's up, Penthouse? I've got a complaint, man. What's up, Greek? Did you give Nutmeg a little extra talkback time or something? Everyone else's only lasts like, 20, 30 seconds, and it cuts us off mid...
Good morning, my name is Cinnamon, and we're above River 92.1 Chopper 3. We're above I-95 southbound right now, east of Boca, where there's massive backup caused by this black Mercedes-Benz engulfed in flames. Exploded about 5 minutes ago, sex toys all over the floors, groceries everywhere. FHP says we're looking for a middle-aged male, blue shirt, blue pants, black hat. Any reports, please contact FHP. Let's go to Jimmy in the studio with weather.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
That was a great traffic report.
Very creative.
Yeah, right on point.
You guys are doing a great job.
You are killing it, as always, in The Penthouse on a Friday. Jimmy, good afternoon.
Hello, and I'll give you that weather report in a minute.
Okay. Francis, how are you?
Hi, what's going on?
And now we're going to get the weather from Jimmy right now.
Chance of rain, but sunny and 85 this afternoon. And there is probably a storm coming because Franny's back from Puerto Rico.
Nice. That is perfect. My God.
On point.
On point. Definitely on point. If you're going to the White House tonight, you might see Elton John.
Oh, wow.
Because Elton John is supposed to be performing tonight at the White House.
Nice.
I think he's going to be on one of the... It's outside, I know that, but Elton John's going to be at the White House tonight.
Sweet.
So if you're around there and you see a little traffic, now you know why.
Do we want to ask him if he wants to spin the wheel for Misspeaks? Do you think he would want to do it?
Oh, yeah, you definitely want to spin the wheel for a misspeak.
Yeah?
Jimmy, you want to let Elton John spin the wheel?
All right, here we go. Elton, let her rip. Ooh, number 139. Here we go. Here's Greek Misspeak, number 139.
This is your Greek Misspeak review.
And then a bow on this box, and we'll mail it and lick it to you.
Lick that bitch.
This is the last Trabuca of the day.
That made no sense.
Last one.
They're projecting 13 major storms, and they will all be named by the names.
What's my name, bitch?
If you bop the balloon, you don't have to worry about it bopping. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Did you bump your head?
And now it seems like the switch is lit.
Let him up.
I know, but remember we heard that saying, through snow, through sleet, through rain.
For sneak.
No, that's not it.
Chris, you listen to the show every day, to be honest, and not to be honest.
Don't mess with them.
Yeah. They must throw down when they throw down.
Have you ever had some incredible ideas and wondered if you were a genius?
Nope.
5 years, already.
Yeah.
Holy
5 years.
Time flies when you're, just goes fixed.
I think my brain just stopped working.
Just stopped. Just shut right off.
Probably about 20 years ago, to be honest with you. And the rest, I've been winging it. I just exist, to be honest with you. I don't get through life. I exist. I'm like a board
You're
of
on
water.
autopilot right now.
I have been for a long time.
Yeah.
Stallone, Rocky as we know him in the movies, is one of his major characters. He's getting a divorce, but him and his wife had no prenup, and they've been together for a long, long time. I wonder if he gets knocked out by this. They also have 3 children together. I don't want to say it because I said it with J-Lo and Aaron. I was going to say maybe they're going to get back. but I don't want to say that they end up getting back. And Stallone has a house, I believe, in this area, right? In Palm Beach,
He does. A lot of people, they say that they have seen him out and about. He's pretty active in this area, which is cool.
And very nice, too. I've heard from a couple of people. He's seen them, took pictures with them.
Me too.
Yeah, really cool guy.
This is his third marriage. You would think he would have a prenup, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
Well, after the second one, that was a bad one.
Yeah.
That was with...
Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah. And supposedly that was a real nasty divorce. But yeah, he doesn't have a prenup. And he was married to her long, this woman.
Yeah, I think
20 years?
25 years.
25 years? Oh, hopefully it ends up well. And, there's no hard feelings and everything like that. Get over that?
That's about right.
Hope it ends up well.
They're getting a divorce. Hope it ends up well.
Well, I don't mean any animosity. Because most
he
people,
means like no like golf club to windshield kind of stuff. Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Maybe this is my life, and I've just noticed this more in the last couple of years because of what I've gone through personally.
Yes.
A lot of people who are divorced, like, if you bring it up, these are just the people I'm around, there's a lot of hate. I mean, anger. Like, oh, my God, both sides.
Yeah.
Like, the woman or the guy, not one side. And I mean, like, really bad. Like, I would be like, wow, I wouldn't want to be in a room with them. So when somebody gets divorced, it's nice if it can end somewhat, just say, friendly or nice, amicable.
I have a couple people who are married to redheads or have a fiance, and they are either backups in the fact or not. So it's a little combo. 47142 start off with Real Radio. Somebody said my wife is a redhead, and she has gray hair.
Oh,
I wonder if it's gray or is it white, but he says gray. He said she will slap me for saying that. He said what is true is that they have no souls. You ever heard that before?
Wow.
So, yep. And then we also have my fiance is a redhead, and I'm a hairdresser. He does have some whites, but definitely not gray. So there you go. They're white, but not gray.
Okay.
Also, he's not a lefty. I can say that he is definitely more active than previous partners I've been with. Bow chicka bow wow. So it's all correct, and the anesthesia thing is a fact.
Wow.
He has woken up several times during procedures. So they do require more. That's like a nightmare for me. So they do require more. Not sure why, but it's all true. How to chime in. That's from Jocelyn.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Right?
I've read that
unique
before,
name.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is a nightmare because I've been under anesthesia too many times, and that is something I think about. Like, what if I wake up during the procedure? And this Jocelyn's fiance multiple times.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think that scares anybody when you go under.
Well, you're afraid of not waking up. That's what you say. I'm afraid of waking up. You're afraid of not waking up.
I feel like I'm done. That's it. It's lights out.
You've always said that.
I've only been under once.
Wake up,
and it was.
Wake up.
I thought there was another word missing.
Well, there is. I just left it out.
Wake up, you drunk.
Oh, my God. You missed it earlier today. Franny, if you're just tuning in, slapped me in the back, saving my life. There was a mosquito in the back. But there was a little anger in that slap. I got to be honest with you.
I mean, I did tell Sharice, I was like, maybe it was a little aggressive. Maybe there was a little pent up, but I didn't mean I was trying to get the mosquito. That was the only reason why I did that.
No, I don't think you were trying
to. Stuttering.
Yeah, I don't think you were physically trying to hurt me.
I was not. I wasn't. I'm sorry.
I hope there's no mosquito around my face. Go down, bitch. It is the Penthouse.
What?
We're live at Strike Cigar Lounge and having a great time as always.
Oh, my God.
We are.
I might have came out right. We'll be back in a few minutes. It is Real Radio.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Hear the latest episode right now on RealRadio921.com/Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Tonight at 7 on Real Radio 92.1.
Hey, this is Lincoln Kennedy, 3-time Pro Bowler. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Blindster.com.
With the suspension of star quarterback Deshaun Watson, the Browns have remained an afterthought to start this season, but Cleveland is still one of the more talented teams in the league. Browns backup QB Jacoby Brissett is far from anybody's long-term answer under center, but Brissett has the Browns at 2-1. And if the team can continue that trend, adding Watson to this talented roster could make the Browns a team nobody wants to play at the end of the year. I'm Dan Patrick.
Want to see big on new blinds? Blindster.com offers custom-made blind shades and shutters shipped directly to you at prices less than big box retailers. Shop Blindster now and save 45% off any order. Just use code RADIO. Offer ends soon. Shop today. Blindster.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Trains in South Florida can travel up to 80 miles per hour, taking more than a mile for some trains to stop. Whether you're walking, riding your bike, or driving, always stop when the red lights are flashing. Don't try to beat the train. Be rail smart. This message is brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Greek Trifecta is brought to you by 818 Tequila.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and autopay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment, taxes, and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
It's Macy's VIP sale with an extra 30% off our latest fall arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more of your beauty faves now at Macy's. And get contact-free curbside pickup or pickup in store today. Details at Macys.com/pickup. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
So I used the savings from switching to Progressive 30 years ago to buy tickets to the championship game. You know, between those two teams that didn't exist 30 years ago. Yeah, I'm a big Alaska Palm Trees fan. Which is a team now? In the future?
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Federal Reserve recent announcements is putting the country on course for a deep recession. That means wild swings in the markets and high inflation will continue to put your retirement savings at risk. Protect the money you worked so hard to
stolen her identity, and that's why they were reporting her as missing.
That's scary for family and friends.
Absolutely.
You think, God forbid, something happened to somebody I know and I love.
Yeah, so I got to look into it because they say that she starred in a handful of small movies. This Jamie Noel is her acting name, if you're familiar with her. And then we have a family brawl over some Chinese takeouts.
Always.
A dispute over takeout ended up with criminal charges being filed against a Florida man and his daughter. Both have been accused of battering a third family member. They said that the melee broke out Friday evening at a residence in Wildwood, which is a city in Central Florida, right before Ocala area, around that area, adjacent to the Villages, if you're familiar with that. So there was a home, and it's Bruce Shell's home, his wife, and his daughter, Atlantis. Well, They said the Wildwood Police Department report said that Shell's family had ordered Chinese food, but the takeout containers were not labeled. And that upset him.
He got mad.
Since he didn't know which food was his. Just open them up.
Yeah, find out.
Oh, my goodness. So his son said that he argued with his father and sister over the Chinese food due to the fact that the victim had eaten, I guess, his father's food unknowingly. So then the dispute turned violent. He was like, oh, hell no, you ate my food because it wasn't labeled. That's his sister began punching him in the face. And then the dad joined in, putting his son in a chokehold while he was allowing his daughter to punch his son in the face.
That's not good.
Yes.
Thanksgiving's going to be terrible.
The wife was in the bedroom when she heard crashing and yelling in the kitchen area. She entered the kitchen and she recalled that she saw Atlantis, the daughter, pummeling her brother, who was, as I mentioned, being choked by the dad. That's when she called 911 for help. The victim had visible red marks on the front side of his neck, fresh bruising, redness on his left eye. And they also added that neither defendant appeared to have any marks or bruising from this incident. So that poor dude.
It's okay. I'm drunk. Doesn't hurt.
All from unknowingly eating his dad's food.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a nice evening.
Right?
Maybe it was going to get together Chinese food. Who doesn't like that?
I know.
You open my box, I open yours. We have a good time.
And then dad and sister go at you.
That's my
terrible.
chow mein, bitch.
That could be a T-shirt or a name of a restaurant. That's my chow mein, bitch. I like that.
All right, I'm going to patent that.
Patent that. I can see that at Caesar's Casino.
You can't take that. We've already patented people.
Yes, that's my chow mein, bitch.
Mailed it to ourselves. And then we have a Coral Springs woman who is accused of doing some things to her ex-boyfriend's car.
What?
And they say over a fit of jealous rage. Margate police said Jennifer Sessler went to her ex's house super early in the morning, and she ended up busting his taillights. And she keyed his car up pretty dang good. She even decided to write a message on his car.
Which was?
Whore.
Oh, wow, for him.
Yes, for him. So.
Oh, she was calling him a whore, like.
She was calling him a whore, yes.
All right.
So, there you go. Yep, they obtained surveillance video, saw Jennifer do the whole crime.
Ooh.
Yep, she told police, or the victim told police that he was in a relationship with her for 3 years, but they broke up. And he thinks that what caused this is he posted pictures of his current girlfriend on Facebook. And his ex, Jennifer, just lost her crap. Well, it took some time to find her. They finally did, and she was arrested and charged with criminal mischief. And that is, you're what, the Florida.
If you break up with somebody, and you've been dating for a while, and you have a new person in your life, how long do you think you should wait before you put up new pictures? Or should you wait at all? Could you be like, screw it's my life?
I mean,
since social media is so big, and that's the one thing. Like you hear therapists tell people, like if you break up with somebody, get off their social media. Don't follow them. Don't say what they're saying.
Very, very true.
Yeah, because they get upset.
And I'm like that. You know what? It's your life. You should be able to do what you want. But I think that I took some time, and not even maybe for their sake, but for my sake too.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to blast all my personal stuff unless I know it's going to be like
something.
Yeah.
So what was you saying?
It's a
3 months?
It's a real deal. I don't think you can I can't put a time on it. How about for you?
Well, I don't do social media, so it really doesn't matter. Jimmy, how about you? I know you're not a big social media guy.
I think it just depends on the natural evolution of the relationship, right? I mean, you're not breaking up one day and immediately finding another person the next day and putting up pictures. I mean, I'm sure that happens, but I think it's probably pretty rare. So, once you break up, maybe a couple months later, you meet somebody, you put up a picture, you go out together, you put up, dinner or some date, or you go to an amusement park or something. So I don't, again, like Franny said, it's not really a time frame. It's just a natural evolution of your life.
Yeah, because a lot of people do have a problem with that. And you'll hear them always comment. Charisse over here, our tech, she's commenting about
I didn't realize this was such a thing that happened all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm mistaken then.
Well, I don't post any of my boyfriends.
Really?
I mean, not that I have boyfriends now. I'm just saying.
But like, even if you're in a long term or anything like that, really, you don't post pictures of yourselves.
Oh, nope.
Is there a reason? I'm just curious. Is there a reason behind it?
They change every 24 hours.
I don't know, because deep down I felt at the time it wasn't going to last or be long term, so I didn't want to put it out there.
All right.
Until I knew for sure, and I wasn't 100%.
And that hasn't happened yet. We're the whole for sure thing.
No.
Okay.
I mean, we've been in relationships, but it was always like on and off, or there was like some stuff.
Okay.
going on, like
That
they were
makes
married.
No.
Or
Don't want his wife to know.
digging here a little or something.
Can't post anything.
I mean, I'll post something that insinuates that I am involved with somebody. Like, if they send me flowers, I'll post it. But that's it.
Yeah, that's nice. No, it's a big thing with social media. I hear people all the time talking about that, and they do tell you that in therapy right away. If don't go on their social media page, because it could upset you if you see pictures or different things like that. But yeah, there's always, to do a right thing. Always treat people in your life like you want to be treated. That's it. Like you said, Jimmy, if you break up with somebody one day and the next day you got a picture up there, I'm sure it's going to hurt somebody. It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back with a Greek misspeak, spin the wheel, last one of the day.
We should let Cherise spin the wheel.
Yeah. Okay, sounds
right?
great. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Cherise, you get to spin the wheel.
Woo!
Just like your dating life.
Wow.
Let's do it.
We'll be back in a few minutes. It is the Penthouse. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Jennifer Lopez once cut dancers from auditions on their tour solely because of the astrological signs. What are you guys? What's your sign?
I am a Virgo.
You are? So you wouldn't even be a J-Lo dancer.
Gemini.
Gemini? That is
That is the
interesting.
number one
That
reason.
makes a lot of sense.
Number one reason I wouldn't be a J-Lo dancer is because I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Otherwise, just drilling it.
The can't-miss music event of the year is finally here.
Our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Featuring once-in-a-lifetime performances from the biggest superstars.
Live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Tonight and tomorrow night, starting at 10 p.m.
Watch on the CW app and CWTV.com. And listen on iHeartRadio.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Quattlebaum Funeral, Cremation, and Event Centers. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Don't miss the Energy Savings event at Lowe's. Save energy and save money on select major appliances, including Whirlpool. Selection varies by location. Exclusions apply. Visit Lowe's.com for details. Valid through 9/28.
Interest rates are zooming. House prices won't budge. And the home insurance industry is in crisis mode. Since 2012, the Florida Talk Real Estate Show has helped thousands of listeners just like you get their real estate questions answered fast. Got real estate questions? Call 888-973-7828. That's 888-973-7828. FloridaTalkRealEstate.com.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Hi, I'm Lisa Booth for Bishop Gold Group. Federal Reserve recent announcements is putting the country on course for a deep recession. That means wild swings in the markets and high inflation will continue to put your retirement savings at risk. Protect the money you worked so hard to save for retirement by investing in gold. Let Bishop Gold Group show you how tangible gold investments can help secure your future. Dial pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Bishop Gold or visit bishopgoldgroup.com.
September is Anti-Aging Month at Begin a New Med Spa, and they have a ton of specials for you to take advantage of to getting back to the way you felt in your prime. Hey, this is Franny, and at 40, I am looking and feeling better than I did in my 20s due to a healthy lifestyle, consistent exercise, and with the help of Begin a New Med Spa. I'm on their Optimal Wellness program and a peptide regimen. My body is looking more cut, my gut health has improved, my sex drive has increased, and I am sleeping so soundly. Now you can get on their Optimal Wellness program for $99 with qualified insurance and $99 credit towards your personalized treatment plan. My sister went and had a consult at Begin a New Med Spa after she saw how they have transformed me. She spoke to the professional medical staff and is now on their Optimal Wellness program, and I cannot wait to see the benefits she gets from it. And this month, they have a special on laser hair removal, Brazilian or Manzilian for you guys for $299. I'm just scratching the surface of all the many services that Begin a New Med offers. Follow them on Instagram at Begin a New Med to see all of their specials and online at beginanewmed.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Boca Raton, the busy spot on our Friday drive. This is because of a water main break. Palmetto Park Road completely shut down eastbound from Northwest 2nd Ave to Dixie Highway. Use Glades or Camino Real instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Tri-County Metals.
Get great looks, durability, and energy efficiency in your next roof at Tri-County Metals. Need financing? No problem. Tri-County Metals offers great financing options as well. Learn more at TriCountyMetals.com. Next day delivery is available. TriCountyMetals.com.
Tired of the news about how everything is costing more?
Everything is stubbornly high.
Us too. That's why we made the iHeartRadio app absolutely free. When you download the free iHeartRadio app, you have radio stations you love at your fingertips whenever you want, wherever you want. Along with millions of podcasts from the news you crave to the true crime series you can't resist. Playlists to fit any mood or activity. All free. Download the free iHeartRadio app and discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Dr. Glenn ran from the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes now run to Franny. Glenn Curtis, why you wanna hurt us?
Group cardio exercises. Now that sounds like fun, Franny. But not this Zumba and step classes. I'm thinking orgies. Now that's a group cardio exercise I can get behind. Or in front. Or on my knees. Or upside down. Really any position. I'll get a workout in.
I do goat yoga in Tennessee, but I take the goat's back legs, stick them down in my side of my boots from behind, and that yoga, that goat can't go nowhere. Yeah, wiggle, pop, pop.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You never know what's going to get this audience to move and groove.
Very twisted, a lot of you.
What? I like the goats thing. and Jimmy let us know each person gets a goat, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
I don't
great.
think you have to share a goat. It is the Greek, and
Never
it
have
is
to
Jimmy.
share a goat. Not in my house, you know.
You mind if I share your goat?
Nope, one goat per person.
Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And sometime in your life, I think everybody has done this. We have gone to weddings, or maybe we had our own wedding. There are some things that you shouldn't be doing at weddings. And if you got one coming up, Franny's going to give you a little tip so you don't look like an ashkol and beans.
Well, it's not necessarily tips. People went to the Reddit thread, and they decided that they were going to go out there and put out a conversation starter. And it is what something people need to start or stop doing at their weddings. And this can be like a tradition, or it can be even just something that people say. And this is one of them. Expecting that your most important day, everybody's like, it's the most important day of my life. Somebody goes, it's everyone's most important day of their life. For the rest of us, it's just a party. We don't care about your color scheme. Feed us and give us some drinks.
Wow.
That's pretty brutal. Yeah.
Sounds like real love.
Well, that's not. I think that's probably from a guest.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Somebody says they say unpopular opinion, but they don't like the fact when people do destination weddings.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well, it could be an inconvenience. It also could put people out. A lot of people feel obligated. Maybe they can't afford it, and they feel like maybe they got to put on their credit card, or it's hard. Some people feel like that.
Because a lot of people say you lose days, obviously, from work.
Yep.
You lose money from work. You spend hundreds, if not thousands, on flights, accommodations, all that stuff. And some people expect. So we had, I consider a destination because we got married in Vegas. But ours was one of those, if you can come, great. If not, we're doing it anyways, right?
Yeah.
And we were fortunate enough that most of our friends were like, hell yeah. I don't think they were like, hell yeah, you get married. I think they were like, hell yeah, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of people come out, which is very nice.
Yeah. Jimmy, how do you feel about destination weddings?
No, I think that is tough for some people. And, unless you're having a local wedding and you're just inviting like one person from out of state or a couple people from out of state that that you're very close with and they can afford it, that's one thing. But to where we're all going to go to Vegas and nobody lives in Vegas and everybody's got to travel there, that's putting people out a lot of money. I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Yep. Something here too, and I think this is more for bridesmaids because guys are typically easy. You rent your tuxes, stuff like that. We have to buy our dresses when you're in a wedding, but this one in particular, they said stop forcing on bridesmaids dresses on people who clearly will be uncomfortable wearing it. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. Not everybody feels the same in a dress.
Sure.
So they say just pick a color and let us kind of wear something that we feel comfortable in.
I mean, I'm usually good, but I understand.
Yeah, well, we actually had a girl write into Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan.
Nobody got that?
No, you're great and everything. But we had a girl who wrote into Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan, one of our episodes, and she was saying that her girlfriend wanted her to lose weight before the wedding.
That's brutal.
So she didn't ruin her pictures. And I said, you know what? Screw your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, I won't even be in it. I'm not even going. We're like, this is like when almost a thing where I'm not going to be your friend anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should love me for who I am.
That's brutal.
And to be in somebody's wedding, if they ask you, is sort of an honor.
It is, but to be like, this is what you have to do. I need you to drop 10 pounds before you're at my wedding.
What am I, a Vegas showgirl?
Yeah, so people don't like the garter toss anymore. You really don't see that often.
No, you don't.
The garter and the bouquet.
Really?
No,
no?
It seems like it's died.
Oh, okay.
last couple of weddings I went to. I mean, I started yelling it, but everybody looked at me like weird. They go, what do you want? Carter? No.
This one I've heard before, too, and I'll end it with this. And if you ever want to add anything, 47142 is that text sign, but stop proposing at other people's weddings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
their
cool.
day, right?
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yep,
I mean, you
it
take all the light.
happens.
Yeah, why would you do that? That's going to take all the light away from the bride and groom. That's their day.
Yep.
I don't think that's cool.
So those are just a few. If you have anything you would like to add, as I mentioned, 47142. You can start that off with Real Radio. Of course, email Jimmy@realradio921.com, or you can use that talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app.
Don't bang the bridesmaids, on your wedding. Probably a good, good suggestion.
You probably could, unless you're the groom. Yeah.
That's what I meant. I meant the groom.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you're the groom, no, that's not good.
Probably want to stay away from
If you're the groom.
Anybody else, fair game.
Yeah,
That's
anybody
a
else,
trend.
I mean,
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah, it could be a hot thing if you want to do that. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We are live at Strike Cigar Lounge, having a good time doing what we always do, which is just talk to you guys and have some fun. We're going to pick some games after a trifecta and get this going. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon and evening showers across the area with a little front boundary moving in, and a few showers could linger into early Saturday morning.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
The Ethereum merge just happened, and I'm going to break it all down for you. What does it mean? What are the trade-offs? What's the misinformation and more? I'm Mark Moss, helping you navigate the decentralized revolution. So listen to the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Football is back. Come on out as we return to Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill tomorrow for our next Coors Light watch party of the season as Florida takes on Tennessee. Great food and drink specials, including $10 pitchers and $3 bottles of Coors Light during all live college games. Real radio swag and a chance to win a pair of tickets to the upcoming Florida-Georgia game. Charlie's Neighborhood Bar and Grill, 400 Southeast Parrott Circle in Stewart. See you there.
Hayes the Greek for Strike Cigar Lounge, home of Greek Cigar 2022. Upscale cigar lounge, downtown Boca Raton. A humidor with over 500 cigars to choose from. Stop into the lounge or the patio to enjoy a perfect atmosphere with friends. Handmade cocktails, premier liquors, great place to enjoy friends or any sporting event. It's Greek Cigar 2022, and Strike Cigar Lounge is the home. Puff, puff, baby. Strike Cigar Lounge. Get there today. Peace.
If you're involved in a legal dispute, call me, Glenn Levine, a board-certified civil trial lawyer at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life. Office in West Palm Beach.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get internet, security, and voice for just $40 per month for 12 months when you add mobile. Plus, get free installation and ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Ends 11/6/2022. Restrictions apply. Requires Eagle Bill and autopay. New Comcast Business 250 megabit per second internet. Security Edge and one voice line customers only. 2-year agreement required. Equipment taxes and other fees and subject to change. Must add mobile 90 days from internet install and keep all services for mobile discount. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 1H 2022. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Duffy Sports Grill is your football headquarters this season. Try their award-winning wings, burgers, and ribs, or their famous 2-for-1 drinks. Don't miss out on all the action at Duffy's, where their game is always on.
This is Miami's Mike Gesicki, number 88, and I'll see you at Duffy Sports Grill, the next best thing to being there.
It's Macy's VIP sale with an extra 30% off our latest fall arrivals and all the brands you love with your coupon or Macy's card. And get 15% off skincare, makeup, fragrance, and more of your beauty faves. Now at Macy's. And get contact-free curbside pickup or pickup in store today. Details at Macys.com/pickup. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Progressive Snapshot can save you money based on how you drive and how much you drive. So the safer you drive, the more money you could save. Now, if you didn't hear that because you were looking at your phone while driving, let me say it again. Seriously, put down your phone. That is so unsafe. If you didn't do stuff like use your phone while driving, you could save money with Progressive Snapshot. But saving or not, just put it down. And if you did hear it the first time because you weren't looking at your phone, nice work. You'd love Snapshot from Progressive because it rewards safe drivers. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California and North Carolina or from all agents.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Divorce touches all areas of your life. Family, friends, career, retirement. Few things in life affect so much. At Cordell & Cordell, we have a lot of experience protecting these interests for clients across America. In the process, we've come to know our clients pretty well. If you're a guy facing divorce, your chief concern, if you have kids, is to preserve your role in their lives. As to assets, you probably prefer tax-deferred savings over cash, and you likely would rather give up an asset than to pay maintenance. Also, lest you think we didn't notice, you want to pay as little to divorce lawyers as possible. Look, Cordell & Cordell can be successful only if our clients walk away feeling good about us. That means they feel not only that the result was the best possible in the circumstances, but also that their attorney fees were both reasonable and affordable. If this seems right to you, then let us be the partner that you count on.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Carr, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Boca Raton, the busy spot on our Friday drive. This is because of a water main break. Palmetto Park Road completely shut down eastbound from Northwest 2nd Ave to Dixie Highway. Use Glades or Camino Real instead. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Gavin Newsom is now begging the DOJ after he sends migrants to Martha's Vineyard. I'll explain the politics of all this. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Franny, where do you get your statistics from? I'm 320 pounds and I can juggle better than any circus clown. How's juggling make you lose weight, get you fit? Oh, another one of your Vogue catalogs. Survey 100 women, 100 stay-at-home moms.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon. You know we all need you to bounce back after last weekend. I'm gonna have to try some new things. After the Greek zone, stop by Joseph. Get all the strawberries, chocolate, jalapenos, eggplants, and AA batteries you can fit in that car. We're gonna need to loosen you up and have you get a clear mind. Have a good day, my little smoochies. Mwah. Yo, Sharice, it's Anthony. Don't let Greek bully you like that. For years, he's been spinning that relationship wheel. And right before it lands on jackpot, it lands on, oops, spin again. And he's doing $250,000 spins with a ring on it.
Wow, Charisse said she doesn't have a boyfriend? This is my shot. So, Charisse, what do you think of overweight, hairy white guys that live several counties away, that spend their weekdays listening to Greek on the Penthouse? So you know I'm mentally unstable. Huh?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
People love Cerise. They do.
It's hilarious.
When I go, that's the third question they ask me. It is the Penthouse on a Friday, having a good time at Strike Cigar Lounge, downtown Boca. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
I am. And to my number one fan out there, I said jogging and juggling at the same time, not just juggling. So
Yeah.
how about you get out there and jog, buddy?
How about that? Maybe if you listen to all of it, you might pick up on this stuff.
Exactly.
How about that? Huh?
How about that,
I'll be
right?
damned.
Just listen whatever you want to.
We're going to do a trifecta and then get into Greek's Gridiron.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
If you're going to the White House tonight, you're going to see Elton John and President Biden. Elton John is performing tonight at the White House, and supposedly the driveway will be a yellow brick road. So that'll be pretty cool. Sir Elton John is at the White House tonight. So if there's a lot of traffic around the Capitol, that's why. Remember, Greek told you, Elton John's performing at the White House tonight. Yankees last night, it was supposed to be a huge night. It turned out to be a great night for the team and everybody involved. Yankees did win 5-4 over the Red Sox. Always a good day when the Yankees can beat the Red Sox. Also, they clinched this playoff spot, and now it's the weekend. 3 more games against the Red Sox, and Judge has a chance to get number 61 and 62. You can actually bet on this at a lot of sports books across the country, whether or not he will do it. The odds are up there. Will he do 1 tonight or maybe 2? 2 obviously is a little bigger odds. We hope he does it this weekend. I want to see him do it this weekend against the Red Sox. As a Yankee fan, it would just be a little bit sweeter. And there was some football last night. The Browns did play, and they played the Pittsburgh Steelers. They won 29-17. Jimmy's got the climax of the game.
It's the old Stanford band play. Back at the 4-yard line. Into the end zone it goes, and the Browns are going to recover there. That's going to be a touchdown. There's no extra point, but that may be meaningful to some of you. And you know who I mean. 29-17, the Browns win it.
And it was 23-17. The over-under at a lot of places was 40. So it was right on there. I got a couple of text messages from my friends, and they were like, it was 40. So when that touchdown happened, the game went over. And traditionally, a lot of people bet more the over than the under. So Mr. Michaels, again, was correct. That did put a smile on a lot of people's face. And that is your last trifecta of the day. And now we will get into some Greek's Gridiron.
All right. Well, during football season, this is what we do, and this is exactly why we are at Strike Cigar Lounge in Boca Raton. It's to do Greek's Gridiron. That's where we have 7 games against the spread, and we have a contestant who comes on to beat the Greek. So how this is going to go, I'm going to ask our contestant their pick, and then I'm going to ask G-Man. Obviously, if there's a tie, you do not win, but if you beat the last week, Greek got beat, right?
I got crushed.
You got crushed last
by
week.
Jason.
So maybe you can by this week's contestant. Contestant, we're going to call you 1 for now. Please tell everybody your name, where you're from, what you do if you'd like.
Hi, my name is Alan. I currently live in Green Acres, but I'm from Staten Island, New York.
All right.
And I'm a Mets fan.
Oh, Mets fans. You're happy they're in the playoffs. Are you happy they're in the playoffs?
Absolutely.
Well, you got to be. Oh, I hope they do very well and win, get into the World Series. It's going to be tough. Dodgers are good.
Yeah, they are. Best team in the league.
All right. Now, Alan is very familiar to us here, and you know how to do this, right? You know how to play the game?
I sure do.
All right. So let's get Greek's Gridiron started with our first game. We're going to start in the NCAA. So this week we only have 1 game in college, and then we're going to have 6 in the NFL.
Yes.
All right. So our first game is going to be North Carolina at home. -1 against Notre Dame. Who do you pick, Alan?
Oh, I think Notre Dame they've had a terrible start, but I think they're a better team than that. I think they're going to win. Notre Dame.
All right, there you go. Notre Dame for Alan. G-Man.
I got blue pants on for one reason today, because I look sexy, and maybe 2, because I like North Carolina. I think Notre Dame's got more problems right now than anything going on. They cannot win. They won last week barely. They're beating California. I like Carolina. They got a good running game, and I think this coach is a little overwhelmed. He's only won 1 game in 4, and I like North Carolina. I like the Tar Heels. So right away, we're against each other, so that's a good thing.
All right, so next up, we are moving to the NFL. This is a game that most of us are talking about, at least here in South Florida. We got, as we call Jimmy's Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Because he is part owner. We got the Bills -6 against the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are at home. Alan, who do you like?
Well, there's a lot of hype, especially coming off last week's Dolphins win. But are they ready for the Bills? I'd love to pick the Dolphins, but I'm going to have to stay with the Bills on this one.
All right, G-Man.
I mean, it's Miami. It's a division game. They're home. It's going to be hot as a firecracker. Monday nights when a team plays, there's a trend that they usually do not cover. On Sunday when they're away, all the trends and everything is falling Miami's way. And I saw this morning when I went to get a bagel, first thing, I walked to open the door and somebody had a Tua jersey on. I said, there it is. I'm going to take Miami plus the 6.
Okay.
So we got 2 games already.
Yeah, you do.
Separation.
Okay, we got the Chiefs -5 against the Colts, and the Colts are at home in Indianapolis. Who do you like with that matchup?
Oh, this is a no-brainer. The Chiefs, they'll be all over the Colts.
G-Man.
Yeah, I mean, the Colts have a lot of problems. They're one of the biggest disappointments so far. They're 0-2. They're not playing well. It's their third quarterback in the third year. Mahomes is Mahomes. They got a good defense. Yeah, I think this game, I like the Chiefs.
All right. Next up in the NFL, we got the Minnesota Vikings -6. And they are playing, actually, the team with the stadium that has the cheapest beer at $5 a beer.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not surprised. The Detroit Lions at home. Who do you like with that one, Alan?
I like the Lions. They're starting to trend up.
Okay. What about you, G? You agree?
It's going to be a high-scoring game, another division game. The Lions were on Hard Knocks. Everybody liked them, and they liked the coach. And the Vikings looked bad last week. I think the Vikings win, but I'm going to take the points. I'm going to jump on the train with our contestant. I'm going to take the Lions.
Okay. And then we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They are at home, -5 against the New York JTES, as Greek would say, the New York Jets. Who do you like?
Oh, my hometown team. You got to ask me this one.
No pressure.
Are the Jets good yet? Are they ready? And is Burrow just that much better? I'm going to go with the Jets, believe it or not.
All right, we got the Jets for Allen. Are you riding the Jet train, G-Man?
There's a trend, and it's been 4-0 so far. The Super Bowl teams you bet against the first month of September. And so far it's 4-0. The Rams have not covered, and the Bengals have not covered. I think the Bengals win, but I'll take the Jets. I'll take the Jets, spell it right, and hopefully they bring me to the bank.
Okay, we got 2 more games up. We got the Green Bay Packers playing at home, -1 against the Tom Brady Buccaneers. Just kidding, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Very good game, but I'm going to take Tampa Bay.
Okay, Greek?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's such a tough game. Everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt. He might get Adam Levine to play wide receiver. I mean, he's got everybody hurt, and they're on the road, but he's 3-1 against Aaron Rodgers. I've been seeing that stat all week. Their defense is good. I'm going to go Green Bay. I'm going to try to see if the Packers can get a W. I know it's tough for Brady and everything like that, but he's got too many injuries, so I'm going to go Green Bay.
All right, and then finally here we have the New York Giants, who are playing at home, -1, and that is against the Dallas Cowboys.
Giddy up.
Untested quarterback with Dallas. Giants are trending with 2-0. Going with the Giants.
All right, G-Man, are you riding that train too?
It's going to be a good game. It's Monday Night Football. Already, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, said yesterday we might have a quarterback controversy because Cooper had one good game, which is crazy to say. I think the Giants are home. Barkley's back. I'm going to go with the Giants. I think they end up getting a W against the Dallas Cowboys, so I'm going to go with the Giants too. So it looks like we have 3 games differently in the picks.
Absolutely. Best of luck to both of us.
I hope so. You're going to remember your picks, you think?
I'm going to do my best.
Okay. Before you leave, we'll write them down for you.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for listening, and thanks for playing Greek Gridiron, and good luck. Now, are you excited if you win the $200 gift card New York Prime, but I have a chance to go to Las Vegas?
Oh, absolutely. I've been to Vegas probably 5 or 6 times in my life, but it's been a while. I'd love to go back.
Cool. Who'd you go with? Anybody in mind?
Friends from work and stuff.
Cool.
That'll be fun. Plus, you get that flat screen TV, too, if you win the grand prize.
70-inch TV?
Yep.
Can't beat that.
No, you can't. No.
Not a bad deal. And that is week 3 of Greek's Gridiron. And big thanks to our sponsors, New York Prime, Tito's Handmade Vodka. Of course, you have Monroe's of Palm Beach Autocraft. We have Visa Network, Joseph's Classic Market, 818 Tequila. And then, of course, where we are here right now, our host, Strike Cigar Bar and Lounge in beautiful Boca Raton.
Thank you so much. Good luck, and I hope you. We'll see what happens Monday. Well, actually, I hope I beat you, to be honest with you. I got to win. I lost last week. Management's all over me. I can't keep losing. It's going to be a great weekend of football. Don't forget tomorrow, a couple big sports items for you guys. The locker room, 11 to 12:30. And then after that, you are going to get the Gators. The Gators pregame is going on as they take on Tennessee. We'll talk about that game, and we'll talk about the Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be at Charlie's tomorrow, 3 o'clock, playing some instant lottery tickets, some scratch offs.
Oh, nice. I wish I would have said that in the weekend things.
That's all right.
All right. So
Charlie's tomorrow, 3 o'clock to 5. I'll be there for a watch party to check out the Gators. And then obviously you got the Gators on Real Radio tomorrow night. Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for all your help in the studio, doing the contest, everything you do. Thanks. Every day you bring 100%, pal.
Well, thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Francis. Thank you very much, Charisse. And thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and see you on Monday.
Franny, great job as always. Thanks so much for everything you do with the blog. Handle the text messages. Bring a lot every single day. We're glad you're back from Puerto Rico and you're safe. We were so worried. I do feel bad I let you down for the iHeart Music Festival, so I won't say we'll make it happen next year.
All right, don't say that.
I won't say. I can't help it when people get fired. But have a great weekend, but thank you for everything you do.
Of course, thank you. And as Jimmy mentioned, thank you, Charisse. Thank you, Jimmy, of course, for holding it down there. And thank you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. And I am going to, we're going to have a little parting gift for you, which is some parting words.
Parting words, I got to thank Charisse for doing a great job, being on time. I know you were hungover and you had a hard time today.
No, I wasn't.
You said to me, I'm so banged up. But it would be a Friday if you weren't banged up. You do a great job. I love your hat, Cats and Money.
Yes.
That should be a tattoo.
Go check her out at Burt and Max's today, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
come on out.
Yeah, let's tip this girl.
Wow, she has a following, so it might be a little hard to get her at the bar.
All right, Jimmy, I know where you're going.
Hello.
Money.
You guys have a great... That's right. You guys have a great afternoon. News Junkies is next, and then we're going to have the Greek Zone today. Big handicappers talking about all the games. Jimmy and I will take you home into the weekend, and you guys have a great afternoon. God bless, and remember, if you got a straw with a hole in it, then lick the spoon. Well, have a good afternoon, everybody. Peace.
Hey, it's Rover. Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are mostly sunny as we move through this Friday. Temperatures in the low 90s. We've got lower humidity out there, so we can actually get a little bit hotter. There is the possibility of some late afternoon